8. Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear.
Here we go, guys.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 228 pounds, BF Bobby Ince.
Gentlemen, I think this one's going to turn into a fight in a hurry, and I cannot wait.
Breaking news, you're gay. More at 10.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Can your vagina be too wet? 100%.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
Let me be 1,001% clear. Traveling to the Eagles game today is essential travel. If you are driving just go slow, like get there. If you are touching Shyt in mass transit, just get on mass transit and get there. But making it to Philadelphia Eagles game or in today is essential. Thank you also, Bright Lutcher. We now want to take some. We want to take some questions, Hanny. Unless we've got to do this. Let me hear you all saying, hey, ow, hey, ow, hey, ass, hey, oh. That's not bad.
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's not
Where
right.
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
These are little ones. Press them out. We're going to squeeze those cheeseburgers out of those hips. All right, and those French fries. And that carrot cake. Ooh, press. Yeah. All right. Now these.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
Yeah, that's right, and that's what you're watching. Thursday, I am ready to have nothing but a good time. On the Vibe on Thursday, the Vibe Stream Show 289. How's everybody doing today? Woo! Yow! You ready to get into it, folks? Come on, man. You guys in the band, man? You in Poison, man? You in Poison, man? We're going to have nothing but a boy, BF Buffalo Bobby Fran, bringing it to you, bringing the positive vibes. You know what we're going to do. We're going to check in with the chat family. We're going to do the not-so-serious news. All right, Brett. This is for Terry Nee. Come on, Terry Nee. We're going to have nothing but a good time today, no doubt about it. How's everybody doing? Like I said, we're going to do the not-so-serious. I have a miserable news history moment for you, courtesy of my friend and yours, Psych from Psych Labs. We're going to get in a lot of stuff. The boys aren't here yet, but I trust that they'll wake up and come along. That'd be Bobby, Nick, and 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. What if the weather gets rough? I got chat family, and I'm about to check in with them. So let's go, folks. It is Thursday, April 17th, and I am excited today because today is my 2-show day. I will be hanging out with you. This is my first show today. We'll be hanging out for a couple, 3 hours right here. And then at 10 p.m. tonight, I'm going to be hanging out with you guys on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel with the one and the only... Yeah, that guy. He's going to drink, smoke, laugh, and joke. We're going to play some videos. You guys are going to come to Rumble and kill us with the Rumble rants. You're always crazier and ready to have more fun on Thursday night. So if you're ready to have fun on Thursday night, don't forget to check that link running in the chat for 100 Proof Podcasting. And speaking of new links running in the chat today, you might notice that there's a brand new link running in the chat for my friend Pecan. Pecan 420. Pecan 420 right here on YouTube. He's the one that's making the wrestling intros, like you saw in my beginning liftoff reel, and all of these wrestling matches with all of our characters and all in our universe, whatever we call it, this kind of loose Dabbleverse or Dabbleverse offshoot kind of thing. I don't think we're strictly Dabbleverse here, but I know what we are here. We are fun and we are chat family, and I want to check in with you right now. So it's Thursday, folks. You have to let me know what you're up to and what you're going to get down with today. Are you at home? Are you at work? Are you waiting in line for lunch? Are you have a ham sandwich? You got peanut butter and jelly? What you got? What are you doing? There's 19, 20 of you in here. You know, and I know there's many new people joining the Vibe too, encouraged by the sexy segments that we do here on the Vibe. Yes, we do Juicy Man Meat, and that's for whoever likes that. And we do Bricked Up for the guys. Yes. That seems to be really drawing a lot of new interest and new subscribers. So welcome to anyone new that's to the Vibe. The Vibe is just kind of our personal bubble. We shut out all the negativity of the outside world here, and we have our own positive vibe bubble right here on the chat family. I see there's 20 of you in here. I see numbers changing. Things are popping off on my screen. So it must be time for me to put my goggles on. I'm going to pop off with you. Y'all going to check in. I see some pretty colors coming in the chat. Thanks for everybody that participated in Whack-A-Go Wednesday. It's Thursday. But thanks for everybody that participated in Whack-A-Go Wednesday and helping me. Your contributions help keep this show alive, so I really appreciate them. And I also appreciate that you're checking in the chat today. So come on, let's get in here. Now, there's 23 of you in here. I got plenty more chairs in the back room if more of you show up. But let's go. The glasses go on. I go to my media assets. I look for the opening chat family check-in element. I run it, and I let you know that today is Thursday. It is the 17th of April. It is Dream Show 289. This is the Vibe. It's Thursday. It's the chat family check-in, folks. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's what they do. They talk amongst themselves. They talk with me for 3 hours, and positive vibes are created. So let's do it and get into it. I'm ready to hit the post with you. Let me go to my H's on my soundboard right here, and I will find my little horse thing that lets you know. There you go. Get your opening chats in, folks. This is the opening chat family check-in.
1 minute to post time. Approaching the gate.
For Stream Show 289, it's Thursday, folks. Let's create some vibes. You ready? In the lounge. Pecan checks in first with the Goonie Goo Goo. You begonias, Unga Bunga, the BF Chang emojis, and Gano. He always throws it all in there. What's up, my friend? What's up, my friend? Pecan. I'm looking for my favorites of my sound so I can hit this. There it is. And I love the pattern lately because Pecan, man, so generous. Thank you, man. I really appreciate your daily super chats of $2 that says, oh shit, we're doing it. We're having it. Tikal, I love your enthusiasm. I appreciate, I love and appreciate. Yes. We are in fact doing it. Thanks, Pecan, for that too. Let's go, brother. Good afternoon, Mr. Pecan from FJM who checked in. FJM checks in and says, Hoya, brother, or from Pecan, that is. Good high noon to you all from FJM checking in. Feeling like a number 2 again. Hoya, well, come on, Reverend Wild Bill. You're number 1, you're never number 2 to me. How you doing, the Reverend Wild Bill checking in from the ATL. Here she comes with her positive vibes today. Good HIGH noon. And sadly, goodbye at the same time. Stuff going on with the old Reenster to Cal. Hope everyone is well. Well, I hope that doesn't mean permanently, Reenie. If she's just saying hi for today and bye for today, just because you can't be with us for today, I hope you can come back another day. Come on, hang out with us, Reenie. Let's give her some positive vibes. The Reverend Wild Bill checks in with a most generous $2 super chat. Thank you, man. Number 2 does it better. What do you gonna know? Well, let's get them going today, folks. It is Thursday, so what do you gonna know? Let's go. The Rev Wild Bill also checks in with the Puff Puff Pass after that most generous $2 super chat. Thank you, Rev. The Space Chief 75 checks in. And so as not to wear it out, I don't play this every day, Space Chief 75, and I didn't get to play it the other day because Scott was here, so the timing's not working out, but I need a jam. I'm here by myself so far, but I know my boys are going to join me eventually once they get up to getting up. But let's do this. Let's play this vibe. This is a great song, and it supports our bro, Space Chief 75. As we kick off the Thursday vibe for you right here on the Vibe Stream Show, 289, 11 shows away from 300 shows. And I wouldn't have been able to do one without you guys. So come on, spread the word. Let them know the chat family. This is positivity. Check out Space Chief 75. No AI, all original designs. You can hit him up on Twitter X for poster art, anniversary art, or tattoo art. Space Chief 75. You'll see my BF Live art in there too. No repeat pieces in here. I'm going to slide over after opening chat family check-in. You know what we're going to do. We're going to do the not so serious news. So there's other news in the world going on. I got some great videos and some sound clips we're going to mix in. We're going to turn it into a party right here in the middle of the day. Now that we've done that, produced by Terry Nee for our other bro, Space Chief 75. That's what it's called. How you doing? You can hit him up on Twitter X. Slide up in his DMs at Space Chief 75. Pecan says the Reverend Wild Bill. Hoya, number 2 Gano. Space Chief 75 gets the Gano from the Reverend Wild Bill. Space Chief shouts out the Rev. The Reverend Wild Bill says Pecan, Hoya, and Gano. Pecan shouts out Reenie with the Hoya and the hugs. The Reverend Wild Bill, Reenie, Hoya. Pecan shouts out Space Chief 75. Reenie, the Reverend Wild Bill, says blame Canada. What are we blaming them for today? The Reverend Wild Bill says, oh shit, he knows that means we're about to do it for 3 hours of positive fun right here on the Vibe. There's FJM giving love to Reenie. FJM gets the love right back from Wild Bill. King of all diff checks in on a Thursday afternoon. He's ready for some vibes. How you doing, King of all diffs, as I close other things on other screens and continue on. Whoa, that's very bright. With the opening chat family check-in. Pecan gets the shout-out love from Space Chief 75. King of all diffs gets the Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Just Bart checks in and says Hoya to the chat family. Much love to y'all. Sun is out, no snow or rain, and not in the hospital. Well, that's a great checklist. You're doing well enough to be home. We got no rain. All I can say is that your life is pretty plain. Just Bart saying, and I'll take that. Pecan shouts out King of all divs with the Hoya. Pecan says just Bart to Cal. King of all divs, howdy y'all. Electric Gino. Electric. Is it? Oh boy. Are we going to start like this, or are you just messing with me, Gino? Because you know I've been having troubles. Let me go to my settings. Let me go to my sound. Let me go. Let me see. I think you're right, buddy. I think it did it to me again. Nope. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing, siblings, 1, 2. Are you fucking with me, Electric Gino? Come on. I sound weird, really? I sound weird. Let me see if I can pick it up on the outgoing feed. Let me see if I can get on. Because what I hear on my monitor and what goes out to the YouTube. Sounding okay. I'll get a little closer to the mic, everybody. I sound weird. Maybe I'm just shot out of a cannon today. The audio is very low. How about this? Sibilance. All right. How about that? We'll do this. We'll get the mic a little closer today. How's everybody doing today? We'll get ASMR on it. All right. All right, let's go. I think I'm sounding pretty good from what I'm hearing on the feedback. Anyone know who pissed in Jen's Wheaties? I never went to bed last night and just, wait a minute, I never went to bed last night and just happened to see her clips and wanted to thank the individual for making her cry. I don't know what's going on with Jen. It's always something different with her. Electric Head Gino Hoyer from Pecan. Howdy, Electric Head Gino says to Pecan. Really? I keep losing audio, the Reverend Wild Bill says. Well, give me the update on that. New Breed and Jesse Howard, Rise Up, Outlaw Nation, says FJM. It's better now, says the Reverend Wild Bill. It must have been a signal dip or something, buddy. Thank you. Now you're going to get Mega Bass BF for the rest of the day. Oh, my. Let's see. Country Proud, says our friend FJM. I got to turn my monitor down myself. Let me see. Tits McGee getting their Hoya from Pecan. Wavy G's checking in. He gave me the sandwich report. He says, I had a fried bologna, ham, and turkey. Sorry if there's typos. I'm drunk. One love. Gay. Well, come on, man. Well, it's lucky for you, Wavy G, that I don't mark points off for bad spelling here. As long as I can understand and communicate, that's all that matters with the 20 people checking in right now. Wavy G, Hoyer from the Peak Hunt. We got an out watching the BF Live. All right, there you go, FJM. Wavy G says, I work third shift, so I'm allowed to be drunk. Hell yeah, you know? I've often pondered this, Wavy G, because I do realize that there's hardworking people that work all around the clock, right? So your time to imbibe or get drunk might be like during the day. And I often wonder if people, you know, your daytime drinkers or whatever, it's like you're absolutely within your right. If that's your time to get free and be you and be drunk, then you do it, Wavy G, and you're at the right place to be. My friend Pecan checks in with a gifted BF Live membership. Spreading the family love right there. Thanks, Pecan. I appreciate you, man. And I hope that you see your link running. I haven't seen any of the Nightbots yet. Oh, I see some of them. Let's go. Let me see. Tits McGee checks in and says, Hoya chat family. Still some snow on my deck. Will you stop looking out the window, please? Please just stop looking out your window. I don't think it's going to change. There's still that snow on your deck every day. I want to monitor my sound real quickly. Let me see. I'm sounding okay, guys? I think I'm sounding good. It was just a periodical dip, but why not? Thanks, Pecan, and thank you, Tits McGee. I want to recognize Stream Elements lets me know that Mason in Portland, a.k.a. Shane Gillis, he just called that membership from Pecan. Hey, Mason in Portland. My Pacific Northwestern friend. How you doing there? Great you got that. Terry Nee, are you out playing golf, buddy? Is that what you're doing? You getting it in? Because the weather is great out here. I will let you know what is the weather here. Currently weather. It is currently 56 and sunny where I'm coming to you from, Terry Nee. So I hope you're enjoying. 4. That's right. Don't be shy about taking your phone out on the course and keeping it in your club bag and letting the boys know that you're watching the vibe, and we'll show them some sexy man meat and all that stuff. That stuff you like later. Terry Nee, you're getting the love from Pecan. Pecan gives acknowledgments and flames out there, emojis. Pecan says thanks, BF, and the Nightbot. FJM says, your audio cracked for a few times yesterday and already today. Anyone else hear it? Are we out of it now? Hoya chat family from Tiffany, Washington checking in. Pecan acknowledges Tiffany, Washington. Hoya, hi, Pecan from Tiffany, Washington. Wavy G says, hell yes, thank you, doctor. Well, let's go. That's right, buddy. It's your time. I'll prescribe that shit. And with that, folks, we're going to move on with the show because if there's any issues with my sound, don't hesitate to update me until my boys come in backstage. But I think everything's okay. And I know that you guys are okay now that we just completed the opening chat family check-in. Now let's get on with the show.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Right, hang out with me and talk amongst yourselves and talk with me, and let's create some positive vibes right here in the midday. We do a little different right here on the vibe. Mr. G checks in and says, Dabbler of the Year award link. the link, you motherfucking cowards. Wait a minute. Mr. Z, I see your correction right there. Send them. You know, you've been around the Vibe long enough to know that Bobby Nick has open invitation. He has carte blanche here right on the Vibe. Bobby Nick will be along when Bobby Nick wants to be along here. You know he'll be along soon. You're going to hang on tight if you want that Bobby Nick. But let's continue having fun right here on the Vibe. Terry Nee, I want to touch back on something that we talked about yesterday real quick. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Oh, that's what she said. Yeah, and I don't know. We'll see. Well, I'll do it this way. So yesterday we were talking about, I guess we got to talking about catalogs or sexy pictures or something like that. And then Terry Nee made the comment in passing that the Sears catalog did it for him back in the day, as far as turning him into a man or something like that. We were talking about like our first crushes and stuff like that. Well, and then Terry Nee sent me this yesterday, but I didn't get to show it to you in real time. But he reminds us of an ad from the Sears catalog from back in the day. It's 1975, and I heard about the man in the Sears catalog on page 602. Went home to check it out, and lo and behold, it's true. So I don't know if you see there. I'm going to keep like flashing that by because there's, I don't know if that's a shadow or what. This is supposed to be a thing from back in the day. So you might, I don't know. You say, what's wrong with that picture, BF? He just got old guy from 75, got some weird shorts on, but there's something that may be a little, maybe hanging low. Maybe, if you will. I don't want to put on there too long, but it looks like just a black and white shadow to me. Funky Bronco's checking in. What's up, Funky Bronco? Let's see. Hi, Tiff. How's your husband? Says Funky Bronco. Well, you haven't been here in a minute, Funky Bronco, because we got Just Bart feeling so good, man. He hasn't been to the hospital in over a month. Let me go get his last message because I do require him to give a accurate health check-in. And so he gave us a health check-in today. Just Bart was early. I'm trying to find that. Let's see. Oh, anyway, he's okay. I'm not going. Oh, here we go. I was talking about the Jen thing. But yeah, Bart is doing okay. Thanks for checking in, Funky Bronco. How's your husband? Mr. Z and Funky Bronco getting the acknowledgement from Peacunt right here on the Vibe. As I'm about to slide over to the news. Why don't I do that right now? Because I know I got a couple few stories that I want to share with you, and I want to discuss with you at length. You know, this is our bubble. There's other news out there, but we do the Vibe not so serious news. So I'm going to slide over to my news desk and do something for you right now. This is the Vibe not so serious news. That's right, folks. I'm over here in the Vibe News Studios, and I'm going to give you the Vibe not so serious news. The serious news is out there. It's aplenty, but we do the other news. We do the Vibe not so serious news, so let's get on with it and get with it. I know I'd be a little weather mixed in with this news, kind of. Let's see who's checking in, because I know people like, thank you, Pecan. Salute from Funky Bronco. Bart is a good man, and I'm glad he's well. Yo, man, knock on wood, Bart says FJM. Pecan knows, and now the news. It's Bobby Cronkite time. I've had lots of health issues. Well, I guess that's a good enough excuse for you not being here on the Vibe, Funky Bronco. I hope you're slowing your roll and doing whatever you enjoy doing in moderation so you can have good health. I only got so many people that enjoy the Vibe, so I need every one of you. Funky Bronco, stay healthy, my friend. Yes, Just Bart has been home for over a month now from the hospital, and I think that we've added good vibes or positive vibes to his medical regime now, and so I think we're going to take a little credit for keeping him out of the hospital as I start the first story in the Not So Serious News. Terry Nee says, hey, Terry. He says, it's true, and it was fabulous, Terry. The man from 602. Wow. That's really, I mean, you could, well, I want it to be too true, Terry. I don't want to get popped for showing anything on the air. I shouldn't be, but it just looks like a black and white smudge. But that was the lore back in the day. You know, you didn't have so much proof checking and things going on with magazines back in those days. They took a picture of a dude in his underwear and they put it in there. There weren't a lot of people scrutinizing, making sure there wasn't a one hung low or anything like that. I want to now checking out my phone right here. Thank you. I want to thank you, Dawn, for liking on Facebook. People checking in on Facebook. I see my boy Bone Loads checking in on X and everything. So let's get on here. Funky, I feel better, buddy. Getting good wishes from your boy Bart. Let's start with the news. And this news starts with the weather. This is the Vibe Not So Serious News, folks. I guess this is much along the lines of double rainbow. We had a weather anomaly happen kind of yesterday here in part of the United States. A rare fire rainbow jellyfish cloud combo. occurred yesterday. And look at this cloud. I'll read you. I don't think it's much of a story with it. It's more of a visual thing. So yeah, this looks like there's a rainbow in a cloud that appears like a jellyfish. So this is kind of a cool weather anomaly. Clear skies over Weatherford, Texas on Tuesday created the perfect environment for a beautiful combination of weather phenomena. Watch this video to see how the jellyfish cloud and fire rainbow team up and learn why a fire rainbow isn't really a rainbow at all. So let's check this out. It's like double rainbow. I'm out in the actual world with the Vibe on my phone. I put you on for my dog Otto at home. Oh, Otto, how you doing, Otto? Where'd you go, Otto? Where'd you go, Otto? Daddy be back soon, Otto. Don't worry, Otto. Daddy be back real soon. J.A. checks in. He says smoke him if you got him. Well, Bobby Nick's not here yet, but I know he's probably smoking even in his sleep. How you doing, J.A.? We'll get him. We'll get Bobby Nick in here soon. But let's watch this roll this video of jellyfish rainbow cloud, brah. Let's check it out. Here we go.
The best adventures
of
are
course,
shared.
after these messages.
And with the Ford Explorer SUV,
Could've known that.
you'll be ready. Carry up to 7 passengers in comfort. And with available Ford Blue Cruise,
3,
long drives
2,
feel
1,
easy. The Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV.
There we go. Oh, son of a bitch.
There's a mystery
And then I
to
jumped ahead 'cause
unravel
I hit
at
it
this
too
auto
soon.
shop in Magnolia, New Jersey.
Hang on. I gotta watch an ad again, right?
You're sick.
Son of a bitch. I gotta watch
On
an ad
vacation.
again.
Good thing Amazon
Good
Pharmacy
on
will deliver
end
meds right
of
to
lunch
the
here.
hotel.
Hoya.
'Cause
There
your
you go,
wife's not
J.A.
going out there alone.
The Old Farts News Update
Yeah.
brought to you by The Vibe. Yeah, it's the health report. It's the Chat Family Health Report. Let's see.
The sky over Weatherford, Texas delivered this rare, double dazzling delight on Tuesday.
Look at this.
Not only do we have a large jellyfish cloud, but look closely. It's being kissed by a fire rainbow. Now, a fire rainbow isn't really a rainbow at all. It's a circumhorizontal arc. There's no rain involved, and it's caused by sunlight interacting with ice crystals in the cloud. And a jellyfish cloud isn't an official type of cloud either.
Rainbow cloud.
But it sure describes this cloud perfectly, no?
So there you go. That was
There's
a
a
jellyfish
mystery to
rainbow
unravel.
cloud. Jellyfish rainbow cloud. A little weather anomaly we had yesterday. Lunar says, hi, Otto. How you doing, Lunar? What's your Otto and Lunar? Widow Killer checking in and says, Perry, we know that Perry loves the Shop Vac magazine. That is pretty true.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you kind of do. You had the Shop Vac, and you had the Snap-on magazine, or the one with the wrenches and the calendar. You had all that gay shit. Lunar says hi. We got that one. Hi, Space Chief 75 from Tiffany, Washington. Widow Killer Hoyer from Pecan. Hey, Tiffany, Washington from JA. Funky gets the love from Tiffany, Washington, and Widow Killer gets love from Tiffany, Washington. As I continue on with the second story in the Vibe Not So Serious News. Was it the Craftsman magazine? I knew it was one of the Craftsman or. I thought it was one of the Snap-on, whatever. But yeah, it was gay. It was gay no matter what the brand was, J.A. Thanks, man. Thanks for the clarification. All right. In my next story, in the Not So Serious News, we talked about this probably last year, and we talked about it earlier this year. The Old Fire Festival, the fiasco that was the first fire festival. People did jail time because it went so horribly the first time. And we talked about this like a month or two ago, and we said, I can't believe that this dude, he thought that starting in January or February, he was going to have a big fire festival too, like by this summer. And we called it at the time. Me and Bobby Nick, among others, said, there's no way that he is going to get this festival going between January and June with all the logistics involved with it. Well, sure enough, Fire Festival 2 is postponed. No new date or location announced. So let me review this kind of fiasco that's been going on. Fire Festival 2 has been postponed, according to the organizers per ABC News and NBC News. Fire Festival 2 tickets went on sale in February, with general tickets starting at $1,400. The festival was supposed to take place in La Isla Mujeres, Mexico, from Friday, May 30th until Monday, May the 2nd. But on Wednesday, April 16th, ticket holders received a message that the event was postponed. The event has been postponed and a new date will be announced. We have issued you a refund. Once the new date is announced, at that time, you can repurchase if it works for your schedule, the message said per ABC News. And now here's another quote saying, Fire Festival 2 is still on. The message said per NBC News, we are vetting new locations and will announce our host destination soon. Our priorities remain unchanged, delivering an unforgettable, safe, and transparent experience. Yeah, baby, I'm going to go to a festival. Their crotch was on fire or something. So this must have been pictures of what they want, the first Fire Festival. They had it in the Bahamas, but it turned out being a fiasco, and I'll read about this a little bit more. Billy McFarland, the organizer of the initial Fire Festival in 2017 and the 2025 festival, announced on August 23 that the festival would be returning. I'm sure many people think that I'm crazy for doing it again, but I'd feel crazy not to do it again, McFarland, 33, previously said per NBC News. After years of reflection and now thoughtful planning, the team and I have an amazing plans for Fire 2. The festival was originally slated to take place in La Isla Mujeres, but in early March, the government of Mujeres denied that the event was even taking place there. And that's what they said, that nobody asked for no permits or anything. So they like the city called it out right away. Like he was announcing shit that wasn't even happening. Weeks later, McFarland said at a late March press conference that the new event would occur in Playa del Carmen. On Thursday, April 3rd, the city denied that the music festival is happening there as well, according to a press release translated. So you're seeing a pattern of bullshit here. So I would never personally put my money down for anything with the Fire Festival name on it. However, in a Friday, April 4th Instagram statement, McFarland said event organizers have been working with the city of Playa del Carmen since March to secure permits for the music festival. He also included various photos of alleged documents such as tourism permits, environmental permits, and receipts of payment made to the Playa del Carmen government are filed or submitted over the past month. The Fire Festival Instagram account did not mention the postponement on Wednesday, but it did promote a sweatshirt in the stories with the logo, Fire 2 is real. Fire Festival organizers did not immediately respond to people's request for a comment. These are pictures of, this was supposed to be top level Fire Fest last time, what I'm showing you right here. These people were promised like first class accommodations and like refrigerators in their room, all of these extravagances, and they showed up to this. They showed up to basically a shanty village, a little tent village right here. The original Fire Festival, which compared itself to Coachella, took place in April 2017. Attendees paid upwards of $1,500 for tickets for a festival in the Bahamas with performances from Blink-182 and Migos promised, along with big-name models and influencers. Upon arrival, guests learned that their promised luxury accommodations were no more than makeshift tents and folding chairs. It later inspired two documentaries, Netflix's Fire, The Greatest Party That Never Happened, and Hulu's Fire Fraud. McFarland was later found guilty of 2 counts of wire fraud in relation to the failed festival and served time in prison from 2018 to 2022. So this guy just seems like a glutton for punishment because he went to jail over a kind of a 4-year period about this and has all of these issues and all, but yet it's still like persisting. Widow Killer says Fire Festival at 102, probably.
Shut the fuck up.
That's allowed, even though Perry would say it's not allowed. Well, you know, Widow Killer, Perry would probably let you know that you can't do that because it's Perry's house. This is probably what he'd say. You can't do Fire Festival 102. It's his house.
My house. He's not allowed in my house. No one's allowed in my house. Unless I allow them in my house. Then if I allow them here, they're allowed. My house. My house.
Then they're allowed.
Go to hell, Jagoff.
That's right. They're only allowed if they're allowed. Terry T-R-I says, shoot, I brought tickets for me and BF. I guess it's Fire Island again for us. Son of a bitch, Terry. You just got way too frisky.
Hello, Frisco.
You invite a guy at one time to a concert and they take it all the wrong way. Let me see. There's all of our friends' links in there. That's 100 Proof Podcasting on Rumble. That's where you're going to find me tonight. This is just my daytime fun, y'all. Many of you are probably going to join me tonight at 10 p.m. East, and if not, I hope you do. Yes, this is the Rumble link right here. After the first half hour of the show, we are Rumble and YouTube. But after the first half hour, we cut off that YouTube feed, and we go have a Rumble party, and I play extended DJ sets, and you guys come and make us drink and smoke. and spin the wheel and keep us up till 3 hours past the showtime. So join us tonight, 10 p.m. East, on that link right there, Rumble and Replayables. I was looking for P-Cut's link, see if I could see that yet. There's In the Lounge for Bobby Nick. There's my link tree. There's 100 Proof Podcasting. We caught that one. We got the member link. We have, Terry Neecut said that one. Perry emojis are being used by JA. You both can go to the chili cook-off on 6/26. That's allowed. It's definitely going down. We're definitely going. And I like how he always says, well, I'm not going to be here. And I always say, Widow Killer, that just means more room for us. We'll have to slide over if we get a chance. We'll go over to Twitter X and check out Perry last night because, you guys know that we tried to watch is like we were wondering if we were going to get a show. And then they said, yeah, but they couldn't figure out the theme. And then they tried to do gaming. They tried to do this and that. Well, maybe we'll get into a little deeper when we go over to Perry Talk. Perry's taken to drinking lately, Space Chief 75. Yeah, he's having those beatboxes. And bro, you can tell a difference. He is kind of like slow and stupid drunk. So yeah, so last night was not exactly cooking with Perry. It was more like heating up food with Perry. But it was still fun just the same. We'll get into that a little later on. But right now I want to talk about, this will cover a couple things for me. I always talk about these celebrity, I always say we should do early celebrity eulogies, right? Because I'm always critical of people that wait till the last minute and they wait till their favorite artist dies, their alleged favorite artist, and they go, they were my favorite, even though you never heard a peep out of them until they die. So don't wait till they die. Acknowledge your heroes now. So I'm going to acknowledge one now. I have a lot of respect for the one and only Dolly Parton, and I think that this is deserving. I want to know what you guys think about this story, if you have an opinion on it. In this next story, a petition to rename the airport for Dolly Parton amasses 51,000 signatures. And Dolly Parton is one of these. She's like a quiet, kind of subtle diva, but Dolly Parton is the shit, man. Like she's done like everything. She has like her own theme parks. I mean, this woman has done some amazing things in her life. And I think if anyone deserves to get an airport named after them, it would be Dolly Parton. After them titties, too. But let's go. On April 15th, a pair of Nashville creatives started an online petition to rename the city's airport after the music legend Dolly Parton and have now amassed more than 50,000 signatures. Comedian Lydia Popovich and Goat Song Records comedy label owner Dan Dion launched the Change.org petition in the wake of a failed attempt by State Representative Todd Warner to have the Nashville International Airport renamed for Trump, which I don't know why that would be relative or necessary for any means. But I think Dolly Parton is certainly worthy of it. The duo said that they first started discussing the campaign to have the airport renamed in Parton's honor about 2 years ago, and they finally started the petition when the time seemed right. I mean, she's done like the movie 9 to 5. I mean, she's done like all kind of shit. She's done movies. She's won Grammys. She has theme parks. I mean, she's amazing. So I think I would like this. Dolly's a great Tennessean and a great unifier who adds legitimacy to the South because of her story resonates with everyone. Rich, poor, gay, straight, or whatever your ethnicity or political affiliation is, Popovich told the Nashville Tennessean. All people smile when they talk or think about her. She's the best of the South. That alone is an achievement deserving of reverence. And let's not even get into the fact that she's got mad bank because Whitney Houston remade her song, I'll Always Love You. So let's see. The petition has so far amassed more than 50,000 signatures and was even featured on Change.org's official Instagram page. So there it is right there. So if you want to name that airport after Dolly Parton, I don't know if the poll's still open, but there you go. They have like a petition you could sign right there. But it says Parton addressed the campaign herself in a conversation with the Tennessean. She goes, I mean, it does sound like a lot of fun to say. Your flight is departing from Nashville's D. Parton, she says. I can hear like a little giggle when she's saying it. So there you go. That's Dolly Parton. So I think that's worthy. I think she's very worthy. I think we're going to allow that. Perry, that should be allowed by Perry. I think that. Let's see. Oh, I see Scott in the chat. Scott's in the chat. What's up, buddy? Oh, you know what, Scott? I am thinking that I did fail to email. Did I fail to email you the link, buddy? See, Scott was in our chat, but then he I need to start sending him the link a different way, and I don't think I did it. So let me do it real quick. Wow. Nothing personal, Scott. Let me see. Here we go. Hi, folks. Your view is important to us here on The Vibe. I'm going to take a little technical second to do something I should have done last night. I have to email Scott Fitzpatrick. You know him. He's the prop master. Well, I email him the link directly, and I cut it, and I paste it, and I put it in his mail, and I hit send, and maybe now he could join the show. I appreciate your patience while I took care of this little technical issue right here on the vibe. Dallas is a fabulous person. Dolly did so much for the that's a Gaithersburg. It was at Gatlinburg, Gaithersburg fire. The fire's down there. Yeah, she is quietly amazing. Let's see who checked in here. We got the Perry, chili cook-off. Perry, yeah, Perry was drunk last night for sure. Whoa, can you break me off a piece of that link? Oops. Sorry, Scott, I overlooked something. Well, that's the best reason why Scott wasn't here is because I didn't send him the damn link. Well, Bobby Nick has the link, and it is in our group chat, buddy, but I guess you lost access to that. Electric Gino. Oh, yeah, Gino, we heard about this, and we'll get to that when we go over to PCL, Perry Carabella Live on X, because that clip is on here. In Perry's world, Jack Nicholson died last night. Rest in peace, Jack. Jack, here's Chucky. Let's see. Scott's getting the love from Space Chief 75. Hoya from P. Cunt. We're going to get him that link. We got the Dolly one. We got Mandy Diff checking in. The Mandy Diff. How you doing, guys? Mandy Diff getting the love. Hi, Mandy from Tiffany, Washington. Is my modulation proper? Because I've been closer to this mic, so I don't want to be blowing you guys out. I'm not blowing anybody. Perry does that.
Shut the fuck up.
There we go. Okay, I was listening to myself a little bit online. I think it sounds okay, and we'll continue on with the show. And now, because I did that easy thing of sending Scott the link, the obvious thing, he's ready to come in. He's backstage just that fast. That's all it took was giving him the link. He's my bro. He's yours. I overlooked sending the link, but now he's here. It's Scott Fitzpatrick.
Oh, yeah. That's all right, Bobby Fair. I was running a little bit late because the background beside me, you can see we're expecting a guitar today. And it's raining outside, so I was kind of.
Isn't that always the way when you're expecting something expensive or nice and big? Unboxes his new guitar. There you go. Now you're going to be doing that on this show whenever it comes, or you doing it with Jib later? I see Jib back there in that picture.
Yeah, I told him we can do it however they want. Him, Bobby, Nick, the three of us. Just going to be the three of us. Whenever I get it, I'm going to message him, and then I'll let them worry about what show I unbox it on.
Okay, I know that you guys did a couple. I've seen a couple goodbye shows for Jib, but he's not exactly gone anywhere.
Yeah,
so
I know. I think
trying to figure that out.
I see more of Jib now than I think I did before.
How about that? Yeah, how about that? That kind of occurred to me. I'm like, wait a minute. Ever since these couple of farewell shows, you guys are telling me nothing about you're plugging more shows for them. So I'm like, okay, all right. Just trying to. Doesn't bother me one way or another. I'm just trying to figure out what I heard was right. There you go. So what's good, buddy? I'm so a lot of times I get off this show at 3 p.m. whenever we do it, and I try to take a little break, and I come back and I jump right in. And typically the first two things I do is like make the link, and I'll send it to our group and send it to you. But I totally forgot, man. I'm sorry.
No, that's cool, man. And whenever I get my computer back, I can go back to the way we always done it. It's just the reason it's like that is because I ain't got my own personal information on Stormy's computer. So that's why it's the email thing.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're here, and I know a lot of other people are. Let's see. And there's some people checking in right now. Mandy Diff checked in. Let's see. When Perry said Nicholson died, not going to lie, I had to look up. But yeah, he's an old dude. Who knows that Space Chief 75? Yeah, I don't know what kind of clickbait sites that Perry watches, but he watches them. And yeah, we'll go to that when we go over on Twitter X for Space Chief 75. I mean, for Perry. Congratulations to Scott for getting your new guitar.
Thanks.
Scott! There you go. All right, let's get on it. There it is right there. And the Nightbot is running P-Cunt right there. P-Cunt 420. You click on that link right there. And if you want to see all of these kind of cool wrestling videos with like Wendy Pack and Bobby Nick and myself and all of us in there, you got to go over there to P-Cunt 420. There you go. You click on that right there. Hoya Chatter says Chris Popke. Come on, let's go. Thank you. What's up, Chris Popke? How you doing on this Thursday? Hi, Popke, from our friend Tiffany, Washington. Right back at you, Tiff. And yes, I'm high, says Popke. Nice, buddy. Well, let's go, man. I went out and did a little pre-show. I did a little pre-game. A one pre-show puff I allow myself, Scott.
Right.
I don't get too lit up.
Same.
Come in here and not be able to function, but I didn't tell you. I told Bobby and Nick I went to the store yesterday. Yesterday was a re-up day, so I like.
It's about re-up time for me too. I'm gonna trying to time it all to where I don't, you don't want to run out of the stuff whenever I get the guitar. So I've saved a bit for the guitar time.
I remember I used to be a bigger thing for me to like say like I gotta save a little bit of this for a special occasion because I'm never gonna find this again. I remember doing that back in the day. But Scott, we know that Easter is this weekend, and we know Easter is
man,
yeah, it's 420, bro, right?
Yeah, you gotta get stocked up now, or you might.
Yes, the places are having mad sales. Like all of my places are hitting me with Easter sales. Like my one store is like 25% off. He was like, I was like, what else? You got anything in pre-roll? Everything's 25% off. I'm like, God damn it! Whoever thought you'd be in a store and then shit, there'll be sales going on, Scott.
25% off's a good deal.
It is. He was like, yeah, 25% off the whole store. And then I'm like, it kind of paralyzed me. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. It's too much. Well, you know what, Scott? It's Easter. And, I like Easter. We're going to do 420. We're going to do it our way. But some people just never get old enough for Easter.
So I'm leaving the house because my mom said that she doesn't fucking love me anymore.
That's not even what I said.
What'd you say?
I said you're too old for an Easter basket.
That's the same fucking thing! So I'm leaving the house because my mom said that she doesn't fucking love me anymore.
That's not even what I said.
Whoa.
What'd you say?
I said you're too old for an Easter basket.
That's the same fucking thing!
There you go. So even some adults aren't done with Easter yet. We have Stormy checking in on the Vibe. And she has an update on your computer. She says, I got an email today about the computer. You're getting a whole new computer. Apparently, they can't fix it. You must have really messed it up, and they said it's not worth the fix, LOL. They're like, look, just get them a new one. What the fuck do you do, Scott? Oh, my goodness.
Well, it was on one of them tripod stand things or whatever it's supposed to be made for to sit that on.
Yeah.
And I stood up and bumped into it, man. It fell straight over and it hit flat against the floor. And
you gotta love insurance, man. You gotta love insurance. Okay. And Mandy Diff is starting out to love the Stormy. Hi, Stormy from Tiffany, Washington. Stormy, good afternoon from Pecan. The Nightbot podcasting link right there. Check your inbox if you're covering PCL today, BF. I will do that right now. Let me get my double clicks going on here, and I'll open that mail a while as I continue on. Did some work. Oh, did some morning work. Well, thank you, Popke. Awesome, man.
I might have to get a new Twitter. That's why my Twitter was on, and I forgot my emails and my.
So I'm having an issue. So I'm having a little issue with Twitter now that you brought it up, Scott. In that, I don't know if you're familiar, but every time you open Twitter, like on a new device, it'll basically stays open like forever. So every time you go on that new device, it automatically recognizes you and goes right to your shit, right? Well, and then so it'll leave all of those tenses, all those openings. I had like a whole list of them, a laundry list of them. So I closed every one, but because I was starting to get some weird messages on my phone and shit. So I closed every one but the one on my cell phone. And now I'm having a hard time. Now apparently Twitter only offers two step verification, authentication if you're a premium member or something. So I'm trying to sign in, and I don't have no two-step already set up. They only offer for premium members. So now they want you to email them, and they say, "Oh, we'll get back to you in a couple of days or whenever, whenever." So gotta watch that one. Gotta watch that. Let me see what I'm on here. Change to my BF Live. I go to my inbox and I see what Popke sent me, and I'll say, you said it's for Perry. All right, well there you go. Thank you. Scott's old computer was a biohazard, said Sari Nee. Yeah, you did something to that thing. All right, let's continue on. I got the sales. Don't worry. Okay, I'm not sure. Oh,
the weed store sales.
Oh, yeah, Stormy. Look, see, you got the sales too. It's crazy, right? Yeah, everything. It's all got to go. 25% off weed. Come on, let's go to weed sales. Like Jesus, they're gonna have the wacky arm guys out there next, selling weed. Pecan and Tiff are getting acknowledgement and love from Stormy. FJM says all the safety rope and the safety equipment is ready to dive into Scott's hole. Well, we'll get into Scott's hole later. We got a couple Cyrax and we got a couple Tammys. Anything to look forward to in those videos that you sent me, Scott? There's a couple, 3, and you.
Well, it's Tammy. It's actually, the Tammy ones I believe I sent you. One was a kind person come up and give her some money, and you'll get to see her reaction. It was kind of a little bit Well, it was kind of gets you to the heart, in the heart a little bit.
Oh, really? All right. Well, Scott, we're going to get into that when we get it falling in Scott's hole. Mandy's getting love from FJM. Space Chief 75 says all those Tammy videos were too much for Scott's computer to handle. I was getting ready to blame them. She got all the secrets to the future and everything, or all of our problems. They're going to get them right off Scott's computer. Widow Killer says one of the celebrity death hoax channels is saying De Niro died, and another one is saying Bruce Willis died. Yeah, well, the Bruce one is kind of more. Actually, Widow Killer, like somebody else said, you have to almost go and check every time somebody brings this up, Scott. Perry was looking at a site last night and came on the show saying that Jack Nicholson was dead. Jack Nicklaus.
Yeah, it's whenever I seen you guys talking about that a little bit earlier, I started running through my head. Is he dead or not?
Always. As soon as now that's my go-to, Scott. Whenever I hear any of these rumors or anybody mentions anything, especially in a Perry chat, first thing I do is go to Google. I don't say it's true or not true. I'm like, let me Google this shit. Let me find out. Well, let's see what this guy knows backstage, because now everybody's waking up and everybody's joining me, and it's so much easier when I give them all the link. He's my friend. He's yours. He's up there in the Great White North, but now he's with us. He is Bobby Nick.
Boom.
What's up, Bobby
Deep
Nick?
butt cheeks to everybody. I got deep butt cheeks.
I was ready for you today, Bobby Nick. There you go. I'm like, he's going to come in with deep butt cheeks. How them butt cheeks today, Bob?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good.
I was up pretty late last night, but I made it. I made it.
Getting down with Wendy and whatnot.
We were getting down with Wendy. Yeah.
Well, we'll have to see. Typically what happens during an episode of BF Live is that we might get some breaking poos. They call that when she sends those pics to Bobby Nick. So we'll see if any breaking poos happens. How's our boy Andrew doing? Any? I saw the picture in our new kind of new group with the enjoying the pool with Vinny.
Well, yeah, I haven't actually talked to him, but from the podcast that he's done, he looks like he's very happy. You know, he's with Vinny right now. So, I mean, yesterday they did a pool stream.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I was really happy. That was so funny. I guess his grandmother took that picture of them, Vinny and Andrew, just sitting around the pool and sunning themselves, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot
I
of
wonder
fun.
I wonder if Grandma has homosexual suspicions of them.
Look, with all this podcasting and Andrew being who he is, you wonder anything that Grandma must wonder about. A lot of stuff to wonder about, Scott. But did Scott not see that picture too of him, Vinny, and him sitting by the pool?
I seen the podcast, seen them whenever they had the camera sitting on the other side of the pool and you couldn't hear nothing they were saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where the screenshot came from, but it looks like somebody was on the other side of the pool and like took a shot of them.
Yeah, it does look like a proper picture. I don't know.
It does. Mandy Div shouts out Captain Nick.
Man, deep butt cheeks to you, ma'am.
You're getting love from Space Chief 75.
Deep butt cheeks to you, sir.
I know. Now he's got me confused. I'm saying Jack Nicholson and Jack Nicholas. I'm mixing up the two. Jack, yeah. Johnny. Hey, Scott. Pecan wants you to. He's got you. Whoa, coming in good. Look at that clear-throated. Tiffany Washington say, hi, Bobby Nick.
Deep butt cheeks to you, ma'am.
Oh, no. Nimrob, I hope that, we feared this when we saw Vinny messing with him and kind of pushing him. I'm like, man, he gets that wheel too close to the edge. I'm kind of with you, Nimrob. That pool will be the end of Andrew. What a way to go. Tiffany Washington, not dead Popkey. I saw Andrew lifting weights. Are you kidding me? Did they got him down there doing physical therapy?
Maybe they do. I don't know.
I remember when Vinny was his caretaker. Vinny would have him working out and had rubber band things and stuff.
Yes, that used to be part of his routine and part of our streams. It would be like, hey, Andrew, you kind of just been sitting there. Let's work that arm. He would have him pull himself up as much as he could on one arm because, he could make some little improvements with the right encouragement, and Vinny's certainly that guy.
Well, I heard Andrew on the stream say that he pulled a muscle. I don't know from what, but I mean, I was like, what? How the fuck did he do that?
Okay, well now you know. Oh, he's going to be Mr. Workout Guy.
Yeah.
I'm a little sore today, Bobby Nick. Oh,
yeah.
He's got his pump on. Andrew's all pumped up.
I think I'll skip leg day today.
Yeah, right.
I'm thinking he's skipping leg day every day, Scott. Mandy Diff is shouting out the love for 2K. I can't fart right now, Nick. Well, that's a lot of extra information.
No.
Lots of
Just
extra information.
Push hard, Manny. Push hard.
Oh, hey, it must work. Love to see if some breaking poos comes in from Mandy. Let's see. Nimrob has hello to Pecan and hello to Tiffany. And hey there, Mandy. Mandy Diff checks in and says he was doing rubber and bars with Vinny. Yeah, see, there you go. You're right, guys. Because Vinny don't play. Vinny's like, hey, man, when something ain't working, Vinny will notice and he'll make him work that hand or work that arm or something.
Yep.
That's good. My sister Kathy checks in. Hello, sis, and says, I need a link to watch Andrew's show when he went to Florida. All right, well, have to get, that was from like 2 days, that was from Tuesday's show, right, Bobby Nick?
Yeah. Tuesday's no filter, yeah.
Yeah, she probably ain't going to search it out herself, so we'll have to try to slip her a link about that. Let's see. You can put it in the chat if you find one, if you're motivated, Bob.
Okay.
Popke says, that's good. Andrew has really let himself go, says Chris. Scott and Bobby Nick, all Andrew has ever been is like the pastiest, whitest boy we've ever known, right? We used to make jokes about when the camera lights with him or like the glare would like bounce off of him, right, Scott?
Yep.
Now he's sunburnt, Bobby Fran. He's fucking sunburnt.
He has to be. Like being in the sun for a couple hours on one day in Florida for someone that normally looks like the sun, yeah, he has to be burnt. That's going to be Andrew. I'm going to sunburn everywhere. I'm all pumped up and got sunburn. Yeah. Jim Tan Laundry, Andrew. Ma'am, question, Bobby Nick, ma'am. Ooh, did you call her ma'am? Are you one of those?
I did. I mean, I call everybody sir, so I have to call the opposite to the women, right?
It's funny about that how there's certain women. It's not always because of age. They just don't, ma'am. What you call them, ma'am? I don't ma'am. Ain't your mammy. Go ahead, Tim. It's a term of respect, and he's Canadian. You got to take that in consideration too.
That's true.
Nimrob71 says Vinny's last name is a muscle. Is a muscle Vinny a muscle? Vinny a muscle. Okay. Benjamin Franklin died today. We're not doing history no more. Hey, Kathy from Tiffany, Washington. Kathy gets a Hoyer from Pecan. Chris Popke says push hard, but not too hard when it's coming to Kathy Boomer. Wait a minute. Oh, you thought my sister. Condolences to Terry Neen. Mandy Dip says that he is sunburnt. He backs that up. She backs that up. Stormy says Florida Stream, no filter, Tuesday, 285. There he is. She's got mine. There it is, Kath. Click on that. You click on that link right there to Stormy through in, and that will be the Tuesday show that Andrew showed up in Florida for, and you won't be disappointed. Hello, everyone, and happy Thursday from my big sis, Kathy, who I hope your health continues to improve. You guys join me right in the middle of the news, so that's what we're doing. JFK Headchunk checks in on a Thursday and says, Val Kilmer is fine. It was fake news. Yeah, he would be fine. It was fake news. How you doing there, JFK? Hey, Mama Nick and Papa Fitz and the Vibe Master. Hello, Tits McGee checking in. Kathy says Stormy.
Hello.
Pecan shouts out JFK Hoya and Stormy. Thanks, Kathy. And we continue on with the Vibe Not So Serious News. I'm glad you guys are right. Hey, Bob, I just did the story of the Fire Festival 2 being canceled that we did like a month ago, and we said we thought it wasn't going to happen. Did you hear about it?
Yeah.
Heard, right?
Did the guy get the fucking money from people already, though?
He's been selling tickets since February, Bob. He had to he says he refunded the money. No new location. Try to say that 10 times. No new location. No new location. But yeah, bro, he was selling general admission tickets starting at $1,400. He's been selling them since February, and he allegedly says he was giving it back but he said a lot of things and never really backed them up before, right, Bobby Nick?
Yeah. We need to talk to these people who bought the tickets.
Well,
concert?
It's supposed to be, but I mean, okay. So Scott, what it is? Yeah, what it is, Scott, is this guy created this festival like a while ago. There was a fire festival, like I don't know how many years
island
ago.
Or something.
It was in the Bahamas. He tried.
Yeah, but it went very wrong, and he ended up going to jail for a while over it.
From 2018 to 2022, Bobby Nick, he did the better part of 4 years. And when he got out, Scott, he said, "You know what's a good idea? I'll do this shit again." Scott, these people.
Oh shit! I thought it was the same. He did it twice.
Yeah, he's the same dude. So this is what they got for. This is a luxury accommodation, Scott. They were supposed to get luxury accommodations, and they got tents and folding chairs. If
Yeah,
they got
man.
that.
Right.
So yeah, it would end up being like a fiasco. It like failed on so many levels, Scott. And the guy got sued, and he ended up doing for wire fraud. Ended up being in prison from 2018 to 2022. And a month ago, we did a story. He thought he was going to plan it in January and have it this summer. And me and Bobby said it at the moment. It's like, no way he is going to plan all these logistics. And the cities were denying that the guy even like was trying to have the concerts there. So
right.
He just fucking up again. Mandy Diff says she watched the documentary. It said it led to 2 documentaries, one on Netflix,
Yeah.
one on Hulu.
Yeah, I remember that. I watched both of them too.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you're a dumb motherfucker. All right, let's continue on. So I covered that, just the end of that. And I kind of touched on the fact that they want to rename the Nashville airport after Dolly Parton. I think that wouldn't be such a bad idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was talking about how badass she was, and especially in light of how I like to do early celebrity eulogies. I like to acknowledge artists and people that I admire before they die and go viral for dying. So Dolly Parton, I mean, look, she's got like amusement parks, right? She's done movies, she's won Grammys, she's badass, charitable, all that shit. So I think she's deserving of having an airport renamed for her.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. I was named after Dolly Parton, says Tits McGee. There you go. That's another one. All right, guys.
Dolly
I got
Parton?
this.
Tits McGee?
Tits McGee. Tits and Parton. Here we go. Yeah, she's a badass. And there's been some great. CBS just did like a documentary on her like about a month ago or something. No, Dolly Parton. She's a good one. So just remember when she passes, BF already said she loves her. All right, so let's go on here. This next story I have in the Vibe, not so serious news. 4 accused of riding horses through Baker Walmart arrested, and one says the horse was for emotional support. So I got some video of some, yes, I don't know what it is about Walmart. I mean, you know, we had stores back in the day like Kmart. Scott and Bobby, I don't remember anybody like going to Kmart to start fights on purpose or riding horses through Kmart on purpose. What is it about Walmart?
I
don't know.
Just all prices are cheap, so the trash come there. That's why.
I think that, and I think Terry Nee kind of said as much. That's why he shops at Target, Mr. Fancy Boomer Pants over there. Well, I'll read you a little story here, and I'm going to show you the video of these guys actually riding horses through a Walmart. In the Baker Police Department arrested 4 people who they believe rode their horses through a Baker Walmart on Tuesday night. Whoop. There you go, right now. Video posted on social media showed 4 people on horses riding through the Walmart in Baker. On Thursday, the horse riders were arrested after Mason Webb and a juvenile turned themselves into the police. By Friday morning, all 4 horse riders turned themselves into the police and faced the same charges. Webb, one of the riders, said there was no particular reason for them to go through a Walmart. They just chose to do it one night. That's my emotional support animal, Webb said about the horse. Right there. Both Webb and the juvenile are facing charges, including disturbing the peace by violent and tumultuous manner, unlawful posting of criminal activity for notoriety. So they're getting in trouble for 2 things. You see that? Not only for doing it, but for posting it. Unlawfully posting of criminal activity. So now certain jurisdictions are getting you for that. Now they're like, look, if you act a fool, you get it for that. And then if you post it, we know you did it to be an asshole, so we're going to double down on you. Let's show the video now of 4 men riding through a Walmart.
Okay, have you seen this video posted on our Facebook page? Look at this. It's already gotten about 5 million views. Yep, those are 4 horses inside the Baker Walmart, walking, or maybe not galloping, but trotting right past the cashier. This is David Hamilton talked to one of the men on horseback.
Oh, yeah, that's my emotional support animal, basically, yeah.
This man and a group of
his friends called themselves
Seems like it'd be
Cutthroat
dangerous for the
Cowboys.
horses
Videos
because of the
of them
slick
riding through the
floors.
Baker Walmart.
Yep, we've seen that in bars, Scott, where good old boys bring in horses in a bar and they shit while they're in there and they end up slipping and falling in a small spot.
Millions of times on WBRZ's social media pages. In the video, you can see the riders reining the horses in and Walmart workers confused on how to handle the situation. Shortly after videos were uploaded, the Baker police issued warrants for their arrest. We caught up with Mason Webb as he and a juvenile turned themselves into the police department. We asked why they chose to ride through the store Their answer, why not?
We just went in there, rolled. We always ride to Baker, and we just wanted to do it that day. Hey.
What the fuck did he say?
Webb and the juvenile facing
you
misdemeanor
mean
charges
translate? He
of
said we just
disturbing
wanted
the
to ride
peace
Holder.
by
We went up to
violent
Baker. We did it that
anti-motion.
day. I know some blackisms. There we go. I know blackies.
I always ride to Baker, and
he said we always ride up to Baker.
We just wanted to do it that day.
We just wanted to do it that day. We didn't want to do it that day.
Hey.
Both Webb and the juvenile facing misdemeanor charges of
the four horsemen of the
by
apocalypse.
Tumultuous manner, entry on
Who else is
or
surprised
remaining
it's four
after
black
forbidden,
dudes?
and unlawful posting.
You what, Scott?
I'm surprised it's for colored dudes because
I mean, with horses, yeah, for sure.
Right.
You know, country is country brothers, I guess, right?
I guess, yeah.
Publicity.
I mean, it was fun. We went famous. That's all. We ain't want to hurt nobody or nothing.
Give a brother a horse. He want to be a cowboy. Well, there you go. Yeehaw! Give a brother a horse. Want to be a cowboy.
I've never seen no one take them inside around here, but around the bars, it's not too terribly uncommon to see somebody ride their horses to the bar.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And then, like I said, horse foods be on sale, says JFK Hitchung. Them horse food sales. I got to get some horse food sales. Hey, Tiffany from Brutal Pain checking in. What's up, brother? This guy, he's going to be stirring it up for us tonight, causing trouble. And I mean that only in the best way, Brutal Pain, because you're so generous with your Rumble rants and you get us into a lot of trouble and a good trouble. And that we do a 3-hour show, drinking, smoking, laughing, and joking. And he extends it. He can see that we want to get off the air and just get some sleep. And he's like, nope, ain't having it.
He loves him some replayables, man.
Oh, he does, man.
Oh, he does, yeah.
You're not wrong. Boys having fun. At least it wasn't shoplifting, says Terry Nee, who's kind of advocating for our brother Cowboys. Brutal bones up from Pecan. Brutal Pain coming in from Not the Bees, who's also coming in. The horses were stripped for parts 10 minutes later. Oh, the doo-dah day. Pecan says, Not the Bees, what's up, my dude, and bones up. Popke says, colored folks, really, Scott? You're about to be canceled.
As soon as that came out of my mouth, I didn't know if that was the right thing or not. I don't know. I didn't mean nothing by it.
Right
I didn't mean nothing. That's just the way people talk.
So Terry's referring to a bar in the Fells Point area around here. The horse you came in on. Pecan says, Bones Dude, Pecan from Not the Bees. And hiya, Tiffany Washington from Not the Bees. I'm glad all of our friends are checking in. I see there's 30 of you in here. We're hanging out. This is just my first show of the day. This is the early fun. I'll be hanging out with you tonight on Replayables. You know with who? The one and only
Chris fucking Abel?
That's right. And look for Liz and him, the lovely Mrs. Elizabeth Abels. They do Killing with the Abels sometime before. Come on, try to be on time, Chris and Liz. I know it's always Chris's fault, but they're going to get their little show in. It's a lot of fun if you like a true crime, if you like watching a fun couple sitting around having fun. That'll be before Replayables tonight. Stolen Horses, says King of All Death. Minrob or Nimrob. We got Minrob.
And I'm the richest.
I'm the racist. But yeah, Scott, I'm glad you took assessment of that, buddy. Yeah, you know, if we're all going to hell, we're all going together. Ooh, Tiffany Washington.
Right.
Hashtag Team Homie. Well, you have to tune in tonight.
Did I lose some of his sound?
Yeah. I think
did my sound go out?
Your sound's going down, Bobby Friend.
People
were
about that earlier, but I'm not having that. My mic.
Yeah, he's going down to nothing.
I went down to nothing.
Yeah. It's like it was just pushed down, like somebody pulled the lever or something. I don't know.
It says I'm 100%. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you're kind of fading in and out now. Back.
What the fuck?
On purpose that time. How's that?
Okay. No, it's still low.
1, 2. Whoa, I see it's real low. I don't know why. Oh, this happened the other day. I wonder if it's this mixer. God damn it. Whoa, 1, 2, sibilance. They tried to tell me earlier, Bobby Nick. So, not the bees. What's up?
Dude.
Is that a bad thing to say, colored?
I mean, I guess now it's frowned upon, yeah.
That's why I just.
Well, I didn't mean nothing. But we don't hear you, Bobby friend. If you.
What's that, buddy?
We don't. Really
we can barely hear you.
Oh. Hang on.
I don't know. This sucks.
Well, I didn't mean nothing by it. It's just the way people talk.
Yeah, I know. Like, I didn't even.
How about now, fellas?
Oh, there we go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better.
We'll see. See how long it lasts. Wow. I'm keep talking. Still good? Still good?
Yeah,
Still good.
you're still good.
All right. See what's going on. 2, 3. The microphone. It's still on 100. I see it's bumping now. I see that meter bumping now. Bumping.
Yeah.
A little bit. Maybe bumping. All right, here we go. Let's continue on while it's still bumping and you can hear me. You have to stop buying your gear at Walmart, BF. It smelled like it had like horse piss in it. JFK Headchunk says, I said colored people in boot camp, and my company commander asked me what color they were and made me do a shitload of push-ups.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I mean, black is black and white is white, I guess it is. Let's see. If people always call me white, then guess what? You the opposite. It's fine, Scott. Terry Nees says, right. Better keep both eyes on me, says Brutal Pain tonight. Let's see. I'll be keeping an eye on Brutal Pain tonight. I may need to bounce him. Yeah, Terry Nee is the other one that these guys, both of them, they're going to be pushing us past like 1 o'clock in the morning tonight, and they get their jollies off on it, and I like it too. I'll make sure I have tomorrow's show prepared, Terry Nee, before I go anywhere near replayables at 10 o'clock tonight. Yeah, I got to stop by it there. Color's literally part of the name. All right, let's continue on here.
What
with
the fuck?
What's up?
What the fuck was that, Scott?
It's just a juice.
I thought it was a juicy fart I heard. I was looking away. What do you got there?
One of them little things of juice.
There you go. He's got the Kool-Aid jammer over there. They accused you that the other day when you disappeared for a while. They said you were raiding the snacks in the kids' fridge, raiding the kitty snacks.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's continue on before Scott. Let's see. Scott, the politically correct term is basketball American. I don't know. Let's see. What we got? There we go. All right. Well, guys, you guys are the horror movie guys, and you guys like other movies and stuff. What is your take on the John Wick movies with Keanu Reeves?
I've never seen any of them.
Same, Scott. Same with me.
I've seen one of them. They're not really my cup of tea, but I can't say they're bad.
Well, they're like a shoot 'em up movies, right? And like one is more outlandish than the other. That's what I know about them. And Howard Stern used to rave about the John Wick movies and the shoot 'em up movies, if you will. Yeah, so that's interesting, Bobby Nick. You only seen one, and Scott, I thought I was going to be the only one to have to confess that I'd never seen any of the John Wick movies. But they're about to make John Wick 5, Scott, if you can believe that or not.
I didn't know there was more than 2.
So check this out. And so I'm thinking, Bobby, Nick, and Scott, like, why? What's the point in keeping the franchise going? Well, one little thing I didn't realize, Scott and Bobby, Nick, this might be rare, is that every movie has outgrossed the one before it. Right. So number 4 outgrows 3 and so on. So they're figuring, why not? Let's see if number 5 will outgrow the number 4. But for more on any of this and all of this, I'm going to turn it over to the Bikini Report, who's going to tell you about John Wick 5 coming out and tell you all about it. Take it away, Bikini Report. Tell us about John Wick 5 coming out soon.
News for all you John Wick fans, there will be a John Wick 5. The announcement was made recently by Lionsgate, but was hardly surprising. Remarkably, each John Wick movie so far has grossed more than the one before. Yeah. And John Wick Chapter 4 brought in $440 million. Damn. Keanu Reeves will also be reprising the...
That's a 4th movie, guys, bringing in $440 million in a franchise. That sounds amazing, man.
Character in the From the World of John Wick movie, Ballerina, which hits theaters June 6th. It stars Ana de Armas in the titular role, and despite the ass-kicking she did in
said titular.
the Bond franchise, she's been quoted as saying, "This is by far the most physical and challenging thing I've ever done." Well, Ana de Armas getting physical is always worth the price of admission, and we're also awaiting an animated prequel as well as a standalone movie about Kane from star director Donnie Yen. So, what do you think? Are you happy about this continued expansion of the John Wick universe, or do you think the franchise's best days are behind it? Let us know in the comments and follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
It's hard to argue that its best days might be behind it, because if if the fourth one made $440 million, they're going to keep making them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Popke says, good God, that bikini is awful. Yeah, you said they always use the Target, the Target, or the Walmart bikinis, but I'll tell you something about that particular girl, Ella Adams. You know why she looks uncomfortable in clothes? It's because, Scott, every time you see her on Twitter and X, she's always like naked. She does like the naked news, the actual naked news. That girl, she don't like clothes. Like, she's always buck naked. That's just a low pointer for me on Twitter.
You know her
X, right?
name even, huh?
Yeah, well, it's right there. And yeah, I've seen her enough, Scott, doing this show. It's research, brother. It's research. I told you I'm highly heterosexual. I'm glad Not the Bees popped in and says, I've never seen any of those movies either. I thought I was going to be one. I'm like, GBF, you haven't seen like one fucking John Wick movie? I have not. So Scott and Bobby Nick's only seen one. And Not the Bees is included among us. How you doing there? Tiffany Washington enjoys the John Wick.
Okay, your sound's going out again, Bobby Fran.
Fuck. Son of a bitch. I'm going to have to keep just yelling in this son of a bitch or something.
Yeah, I don't know. You seem to be okay now.
I guess maybe I just got to play close to it. Something's going on ever since my little change. Constant change here on the vibe. I'll keep it close. Yeah. Let's see.
Scotty, I got to ask you a question. I noticed your background. Did you get your guitar?
It's not here yet, and I'm kind of watching out for it. I'm going to check. Maybe when we take a pee break, I might be able to. I'm hoping that might be out there. But usually during these shows, I notice their mail runs, so I'm kind of hoping during this show I might even get it.
There you go.
Cool.
We can't hear you, BF.
Yeah, it's way down now.
Whoa. What is going on? This thing.
It's raining outside, so I'm kind of. I mean, surely they wouldn't sit it out in the rain, but I'm kind of watching for it.
Yeah, you wouldn't think.
About what time we got?
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Let's continue on.
It's 12:20 your time.
1 2 1 2. Here we go. All right. Let's see. John Wick is awesome. It's like one long choreographed fight scene. Very fun, says Popke. Space Nerd says, anyone else waiting for cortisone shots in their knees? Just me? Okay. Oh wow, that's tough. Are you putting it off? Because I know my mother-in-law eventually had to get her knees done because they got pretty bad on her.
Damn,
Space Nerd. Hello's from Not the Bees. Hoya, you Hoyas from Space Nerd checking in. Let's give her the call, folks.
Oh yeah.
We say nerd. It's the nerd call. Nerd Hoya from Peacunt. Space Nerd says Hoya Bees. Peacunt getting the love from the Space Nerd. The Nightbot's running the bots. Just a guest checks in and says he's 18, but you're number one. Just how you doing today? Just a guest. All right, let's go. The fuck, says Nimrod. Popke says, not sure what kind of mixture you use, BF, but sometimes channels go bad. Spray them with contact cleaner. Thank you, Popke. I totally changed out my. Now you can't hear me, can you?
No, we can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. My meter was freezing. Yeah, Popke, I totally changed out my mixer, buddy. I got some kind of anomaly going on here, but hopefully I'm coming in good. Let me see. Surgery for my left knee is imminent, says Space Nerd. Yeah, at some point, you can't avoid it. Hi, Nerd from Tiffany, Washington. Hi, Justa from Tiffany, Washington. Always love my nerd call. There you go. I'm glad you love that. Hey, Tiffany from Space Nerd. Gerald Haynes says, feel if it's overheating. Can you feel it? I appreciate all those suggestions, guys. As we continue on with the vibe, we did the few stories. I even threw the bikini report in there. But now, courtesy of Psych Labs, we're going to do a miserable news history. I have one for you today, courtesy of Psych Labs. Today, we take you back to March 7th. The year is 2010. Bob Levy is going to read you. It's now a classic news segment from when he did the Miserable Men Show, and he was the newsman with Shuley and the Boys on Sirius Satellite Radio on Howard 102. So I'm going to show you the little banner. I'll throw it up here and let you know this is Miserable News History. And folks, What we like to do when we listen to this is when we hear Bob Levy mispronounce a word or a phrase, we type it in this chat the way you thought you heard it, folks. Hang on tight. This is today's Miserable News History.
And now it's time for Miserable Men News with your anchorman, Bob Levy.
Thanks a lot there, guys. Marriages last longer than living together. Washington Reuters. U.S. marriages last longer than unions where couples live together outside matrimony. The Centers of Disease Control reported on the Center. What would the Center of Disease Control know about this?
Because it's a disease.
About 78% of all marriages lasted 5 years or more, compared with less than 30% of what the CDC called cohabiting unions, or couples living together outside of marriages. To what?
To what?
One reason cohabitations were shorter lived than marriages is that 50% of the couples who lived together made the transition to marriages within 3 years. CDC said in a statement. Over 40% of men and women aged 54 were married. No, women aged 15 to 44 were married in 2002 when the interview were conducted, compared with 9% who living together.
Something wrong with you.
The report was based on the national representatives sample of 12,571 men and women. How do you get an uneven number of married people? Other finding, the odds of staying together 10 years or longer in the first marriage are better for couples of the same racial organ. The report found nearly 80% of the couples who had their first child at least 8 months after their first marriage was likely to celebrate their 10th anniversary.
Oh, my God.
Those who don't have children are more than
They're
twice
throwing
as
shit at.
likely.
I think they're throwing shit at him. You hear shit
They
being
must
thrown.
be,
yeah.
I think
10
they
years. About 70% of marriages between men and women 26 old or older lasted at least 10 years, compared with only half about the teens' marriages. Reporting by Deborah Zabrazinski, edited by Dona Shucky. That's it.
I had no idea.
What did I get hit with? Who the fuck threw fucking AIDS milk at me?
AIDS milk?
Things
I got hit with a bottle.
Paper, balled up piece of paper.
I got hit with a bottle.
Somebody threw in an empty Poland Springs bottle and it hit Bob right there. Like, doom.
Who the fuck threw that? Somebody's getting ruled next week.
That was so good.
There you have it, folks. That was our Miserable News History.
Light in the sky.
Compliments of Psych Labs. I appreciate you, Psych and Ding Dong. Hope you guys are doing well, working hard.
Book. Reading Rainbow.
It's a variable Reading Rainbow with Bob Levy. 126 where I'm at here on the East Coast of the United States. My boys are with me now. We're going to cruise into the piss break in a minute.
To grow. Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
I swallow. Is that a fucking kid's book? Friends to know and ways to grow. Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. I'm reading. I'm swimming. I'm a bat in the pool.
Look at me
go. Levy is such a stupid name.
Stupid name. Fun segment. We always tackle on the Miserable News History when we have one at the end of the Vibe Not So Serious News. That was, in fact, that. And we're going to come back after I roll this and we'll let you know what we're going to do the rest of the day, folks, because we're just beginning having fun. Not only with this show, but fun for the entire day, because I'll be joining you at 10 o'clock tonight. This is just my first of two shows. I hope you enjoyed that. That was the Vibe Not So Serious News. That's right, folks. coming up on halfway through what is normally a 3-hour episode of The Vibe. We try to bring you 3 hours of fun and entertainment right here every day, Monday through Friday. So I hope we're doing so far so good. But we're not even done. We're going to have a whole other show basically on the other side of this 2.5-minute piss break, folks. And what we're going to do, we can check the National Day calendar. We're going to do some Perry talk. We're going to fall down Scott's hole. I even got some psych labs. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, whatever it takes to have fun while we're hanging out here right in the midday, folks. But let's take this real quick 2.5-minute piss break, folks. This is a good time to pause for the cause. So it's the perfect time to grab a drink, grab a smoke, or grab a friend and tell them that we're having the most fun right here in the middle of the day on The Vibe. And when we come back, we're going to do Perry Talk, Scott's Hole, and a lot more. But don't go anywhere, folks. Come back right after this break, 2.5 minutes for more fun on the other side with The Vibe.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
Well, part of me had to touch my pee-pee, and part of me really wanted to, but that's none of your business because that's mine. It's attached to me, and maybe Scott's none. Oh, Scott got a picture. Oh, he's got a picture of a guitar in here, Bobby Nick. What's going on here?
Yeah, that is actually a picture of the guitar that Scott is getting.
Well, that's cool. And that's very nice. Jib is sending him that, right?
Yeah, that will be the thumbnail for whenever Scott gets his guitar and we do the unboxing video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
I say now, am I slow to you, Bobby Nick? Because you look a little choppy to me, which normally means that I'm the.
Oh yeah, slow. No, it's me. It's me.
Oh, okay. With all the technical issues we have going on, I'm checking meters and looking at everything, buddy. I see my voice is still doing pretty good right now, right? Say up on the mic, proper modulation. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah,
right,
your voice is
go.
fine. Your voice is
Thanks,
fine.
buddy. All right, man. Well, just another day in the podcasting world. What happens when you go
now
5 days?
Now I'm fine. I get choppy for a little bit, and now I'm fine.
You are.
I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah. I think it's the planet's
computer or something. I don't fucking know.
Mixer is the current vibe. There you go. Coffee sounds nice, Space. Never had sparkling water for breakfast. Get your Weefer on. Hey, Jerry Lahane said, could you do what my friend Jerry Lahane suggests? Share Weezer time, subscribe to the sound on the Vibe. Just share, subscribe to the Vibe. P Cunt was dancing during that. Perry emojis were being enjoyed by J.A. Well, Scott's not back yet. Bobby Nick's here. But I'm going to go over there right now because I want to talk about how this show kind of came together kind of quickly last night. So let me go into my bookmarks here. And let me go to Perry Caravello Live over on Twitter and X. We'll watch a couple of the videos that Tom posted because Perry going Perry. So let me do this. I'll get Perry ready up here. And I'll get my element ready, and we will go watch a couple fun videos that were made on. We ended up with Cooking with Perry last night. So let's go check out a little Perry talk, and let's do that right now. I run my element. Scott's on his way back, but let's get into a little midday. Let's get into a little Perry talk.
Talk. Perry talk. Perry talk. Talk. Perry talk. Talk. Perry talk. Perry talk.
That's right. I'm outside apartment 102. I'm on gay patrol. I'm looking for Randy. I'm looking for anything I can find out here. Zach, Paul, or cool. Johnny A's checking in. Well, I see some gifts coming in. Wow, you guys are awesome. Let's see here. We have, make sure is the current vibe, misbehaving. Mandy Diff, the lovely Mandy Diff, gifted. So generously gifted one membership right here on the vibe. I appreciate you expanding the family, Mandy Diff. And let's see who caught it in the chat because I think it tells me that Deepak caught that. Well, thank you, Deepak. Welcome to the vibe. It's a midday positive vibes hang. Welcome to the family, Deepak, and thank you, Mandy Diff, for expanding the family. Zach Paul or cool says Johnny A checking in. Hey, Johnny A from Tiffany, Washington. I can see why Jib is giving away. That is an ugly Les Paul. God damn, I never thought there was such a thing as a bad Les Paul, right?
Hold on. I want to explain this. Jib is not giving it away. Jib gave money towards it. I mean, it's a full amount. Stormy ordered it, and boom, now it's on its way. Right from the fucking right from a guitar place. I can't remember what.
Really? Okay. So that is a little different because I've known, I knew that Scott did Guitar Guys with Jib on many weekends on Sundays. Yeah. So, and I know Scott likes guitars and they're all big fans of guitars. So I was under the impression that Jib was kind of thinning out and gave him that too. So I'm glad you cleared that up a little bit. So it's actually a dream purchase, Scott, more or less.
Yeah. I mean, it's like probably like a year ago, Scott lost his guitars.
Yeah, he lost some of his possessions and stuff, right?
Yes. So, Jib decided that he was gonna help Scott out, and get him.
All right. Well, let's see. He's back. I know he was probably took a little extra break because he really wanted to look around and eyeball and see if the delivery guy comes. So let's see if it made it. He's back.
It's not here
guitar yet?
No
guitar sightings?
Nothing
there
yet.
You go. Yeah, Scott. So I definitely, like Bobby Nick cleared it up. I didn't realize that this was more or less of a dream purchase for you because we talked about how you've lost track of some of your personal possessions or whatever, and you kind of re-up and trying to get a new guitar, right?
Yeah. I lost all I had a little guitar collection. Me and Jib and Joey and Kai used to do a guitar show together, so we kind of know a little bit about each other, and Zach Wild being one of my favorite guitar players is kind of what this guitar is after.
Okay, yeah, because I remember Zach Wild had that kind of target kind of
bullseye pattern,
yeah.
So this is the start of my new guitar collection, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. Well, Popke was fucking around right here saying, I can see why Jim is giving it away. That's an ugly Les Paul. And then Bobby Nick elaborated on how this is not just him giving you one, like it's a giveaway. It's a kind of a dream guitar.
Yeah, it's a brand new one too. I have a shot. It ain't one of his leftovers or nothing.
There you go. You're gonna be the first one. It's gonna be a virgin guitar. You're gonna first marks on that son bitch. What's up, Matt? Got the bones up going. You're here just in time for Perry Talk, man. I'm outside apartment 102. We're about to get into it. Sigs up from Matt to Bobby Nick.
Deep butt cheeks to you, sir.
Tiffany Washington says hi to Matt. Matt gets love from Peak Hunt. Matt gives it back to Tiffany. Johnny A says, pull an EMG pickup and see which one you get, which one you got. He wants you to. That's guitar talk, isn't there, Scott? EMG pickup.
It's guitar talk.
Man, it just says it's order new,
brand new.
It's a Firefly guitar, says Matt.
That's the brand of it. It's a Les Paul style.
Les Paul Fire.
Les Paul style guitar.
Oh, that's awesome. Matt says it's actually a good guitar. I looked at the specs, and for the price, it's really good, says Matt.
Yeah.
Manny Dev Haya says not the bees. Now, you know what it is over here. It's not Haya. Right, Bobby Nick? It's Hoya. Chris Popke says, I own 26 guitars, and my Les Pauls are normal colors. All normal, kind of just wood colors and
What?
stuff.
Is he really Canadian? How come he didn't spell colors with U?
Ooh. Have you been Americanized, Popke? That's right. It's usually the O-U-R-S, Bobby Nick. That weird spelling of colors. Colors. Mandy Diff getting the love. Maybe Corey Feldman stole Scott's guitar. That's what, see, we didn't really want to say anything, but Corey, after he was done, like he gave it up to Michael J. Fox when he handed it off. He needed another guitar, and so he came for Scott's shit, and Scott's a little embarrassed by it, but he didn't really say anything about it. He didn't want to say anything about it. But let me see. Where's that at? Let's see. Somebody's calling for you, Scott.
And I have we've already got our plans made up. Scott, I love Scott.
We like him too.
Scott's one of those guys, and I get it because I'm kind of this way too. Scott knows what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't always know what.
This should be the intro for Scott's Hole.
Scott is just, he's Mickey from Rocky, man. That's Scott's fault. No, it is Scott's fault. And Scott doesn't care. When I say Scott doesn't care, Scott's real world, I'm real world. The internet does not impact Scott. Scott's like, they didn't do shit. Scott doesn't know what he's in for. Scott seems cool. Scott talks like cheese, but he's not quite as dumb. Scott's not a dumb guy. Scott.
Well, I didn't let it finish.
Perfect description of Scott.
There it is. That's the perfect description of Scott. There you go. Johnny Day says, pop an EMG afterburner and it will scream. Right, Stormy gives an update what she knows. She's tracking it, quite literally, live tracking. It's in Canada at the moment. I just checked the tracking. Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Coming from Canada.
It doesn't look like it's going to be today, guys.
Blame Canada. Yeah. Let's sing some Blame Canada. But we are in the middle of Perry Talk. That's why I'm sitting outside apartment 102. So we're going to have a little fun checking the Twitter X, finding out what went down with cooking or heating up food with Perry last night. We'll throw a couple of these fun Chris Popke Perry songs in here. And Chris Popke's got a new one in my hopper right here that I'm going to premiere right here about Perry Doesn't Care. So let's get into it, folks. This is Perry Talk. So last night, I was wondering live during the show yesterday if there was even going to be there was going to be a Wednesday stream, but there wasn't any link up. We didn't know the theme or anything, but it ended up being Cooking with Perry. Scott, so they ended up, you see what he's got there? He has Chef Gordon Ramsay meals is what he's heating up, buddy.
Chef Gordon Ramsay meals. I didn't know those existed.
There you go. So, and his famous thing with Chef Gordon Ramsay is that he cooks steak with butter, and Perry cannot believe he gets incredulous. He's telling a world star gourmet chef that you don't cook steaks with butter. So we made Perry cook Chef Ramsay stuff, shepherd's pie and fish and chips. But he really didn't cook. He was more or less heating food up last night. Matt's shouting you out there, buddy, the prop master from your boy Matt.
Brother Matt.
Be a couple more days. Hoya to Cal. Is greater than Bones Up. Bones Up is greater than Haya. Haya is greater than Hoya. That's the pecking order. Not the bees. All right. Smarta Gibbons, 3,200 isn't much. Better Benton 5 chips. What kind of what is that? Can you understand that? Read that super chat.
It's or that chat. Talk. Smart A Gibson's, I think you need a comma there or something. Smart A Gibson is 3.200 kilohertz and isn't much better. Benton's Fireflies, Gibson's a kind of a
Gibsons and are smart. It sounded like he had a stroke in the middle of that. Couldn't make any sense.
It's guitar talk.
guitar. That's why I got you to read it. Canadian flag being shared by Just a Guest checking in. Widow Killer says, I have a friend that can play the guitar with his tongue, and the ladies go wild when he does it. I bet they do. Let's see.
Yeah.
Damn you, Bobby Nick. I will Canadian debate you anytime. Don't ever call Chris Poppy's Canadianism into question, or he will debate you anytime. Let's see. This is Perry's movie minute. We're going to watch this in a second. Stormy says, yeah, arrival date changes to 4/21, 4/22 now, Scott.
Damn. Okay.
After Easter.
Maybe weather related, Stormy is saying. It will be a nice Easter present.
Yep.
Poppy says, give me a clean down in Scott's hole. Okay, here we go. You want some echo on it? Ready? Hang on a second, guys. Down in Scott's hole, feeling so small. Down in Scott's hole. There you go. All right, that's enough, Pop. There you go. You got a couple clean ones there you can use, Poppy. We're going down in Scott's hole. I think a theme is coming through. I haven't even premiered the thing I have in my mailbox now that is Perry related that Chris Poppy created. But let's continue on and we'll get to it. Johnny A, it's not an active, it's a passive pickup. They're doing nerd talk in the chat. Tiffany Watson says he was drunk on a beatbox again. Yes, Scott. So what we learned yesterday is that Perry is still drinking. Remember I told you about the little drinks that Tom figured out were 11% alcohol the other day?
Right.
He thinks they're energy drinks, but they're Shaq beatbox. I think they're Shaq beatbox. They have 11% alcohol. So once again, after telling him the other night, he didn't heed the advice, and he was pounding them yesterday. So he was loopy for this cooking or heating up food stream again last night. And Tom would try to tell him, Scott and Bobby Nick, he said, Wednesday shows are always typically shorter, Perry. Why don't you just lean into this being drunk thing and drink another one? But he wouldn't drink another one. Let's see. He was drunk on that beatbox again. Widow Killer says, I still can't believe he put soy sauce on the fish and chips. Yeah, just he didn't like it enough, so he had to pour all of that salty soy sauce in there. Mandy Diff says, I've cooked steaks with butter. Ramsey does as well. I've never done that, Mandy, but my wife watches all of those Gordon Ramsay cooking shows, Scott and Bobby Nick, and that's all they do is when they're constantly like lathering with them with butter and cooking them in a frying pan. I can't say that I've never cooked one that way. I might have had one prepared that way and didn't know.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
it seems
I kind of just throw it on the grill and
I'm a grill guy,
Scott.
Done. I'm a grill guy. Same here, buddy. Harley Bentons are garbage. We got more geek. We got guitar talk going on here in the vibe.
Yeah.
It's a Tech Cowboy summer. Don't get left behind, says Terry Nee. He'll be celebrating Tech Cowboy summer on 100 Proof Podcasting on Replayables tonight. And seeing To Cowboys Summer reminds me of how we haven't seen Bob Levy all week. He's like busy or off or doing stuff. But I hope you're doing well, Bob. I thought about sending you a link. I'm not sure if your travels, if you ever have any time to pop in on the vibe and let us know, but I'll have to contact Bob if you're watching, and him and Gina. That microwave works better 180 degrees in rotation. Is that right, Perry?
Shut the fuck up.
I kind of agree with him. I think if you turn that microwave around, you'll get a better result out of it. We've proven it, haven't we? Oh. I thought this was funny too, Justa. He doesn't eat tartar sauce, but he loves filet of fish, or the other way around. Let me see. 32K says Johnny A. All EMG 81, 85 are active. They're talking guitar talk. It's interesting that Perry fell asleep when he watched Mission Impossible, but he was wide awake when watching Bros. He also said he went and saw that The Amateur. He said he went and saw a movie by himself, guys. He was that guy. And he fell asleep during the movie. So he's that guy. His hole sounds cavernous. And I just played that. Sour diesel diamond roll going down the hole. Oh, you got like encrusted some infused shit there, Mandy Diff?
Oh yeah, that's weed talk.
I know that weed talk there, Scott. I might not ever smoked it, but I know weed talk when I see it. I got Spaceman's yesterday.
The weed talk has changed though. It's like, this is insane. You guys got all this fancy words for all the different types of weed that you had. We had weed. That's what we had back in the day.
And I used to mock it, but you got to learn this shit if you want to go buy the right shit and catch the sales and all. So I'm a full weed geek now. I know all these terms and everything too. So, Yeah, Scott, you've mentioned you've had space mints before, have you not? Space mints?
Yeah, it seems like anything with the
Space.
mints. Anything
Or space or
with mints
mints.
on
Yeah,
it.
I've had it. Well,
Yeah.
that's what I got. I got some space mints, and it's quite good. It's good, but rather grill, says Mandy Diff. And see, I'm the same as Scott. I'm a grill guy. I always have to grill my steak, Mandy Diff. But I can't imagine that gourmet guys are putting out horrible steaks with butter on them. So I'm interested if I would like that better than a grill, Scott, like fried in a pan, if I would really enjoy that.
Yeah, and I might have ate it that way, just not knowing it. I don't know how it's prepared for me.
Probably, because I've been to a couple restaurants and order steak and not knowing every time how they make it. I wipe butter on the steak at the end of grilling, says Terry Nee. Damn, he goes hard in the paint with that butter there. Damn. Not the Beast says, cooking a steak with unsalted butter and fresh rosemary, garlic, and a splash of red wine vinegar is great. That's a more you know from Not the Beast right there. Well, Perry wasn't doing that last night. He was basically just heating up food. But let's talk about, this was what we were talking about, guys. Perry kind of let us know some very sad entertainment celebrity news last night, guys. You're not going to believe this. He has some information about somebody that's passed away.
I also have a very sad announcement to make. Mr. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Jack Nicholson has sadly passed away on us today.
Not Jack.
At least that's what I thought I saw on my phone. Late afternoon yesterday, I went to the my favorite theater up in Porter Ranch and saw The Amateur with Ramick, or what's his name? Rami, hold on, it's on my phone. I wrote his name on here. Where is his name?
Remy Malik, Perry. Remy Malik.
Rami Malik. I think it would be Malik.
Can we not do this thing where you're bopping at
You're
your
trying to church it all up, trying to say,
sorry.
I'm not Malik, I'm Malik.
It
You're
was
Malik,
a very
goddammit.
interesting film. Okay, very interesting film. And yeah, I did fall asleep during a portion of it, and that's why I need to go see it again.
He fell asleep. That's Perry went to the movies. I was wondering why he was interested even in this amateur widow killer. Widow killer says he just shows up to the theater and watches whatever is showing at the time. He's just that guy that shows up at the theater by himself. Mandy Diff is laughing. Hey, Tiff from Sachunksta, who's checking in. How you doing, Sachunksta? Just a guest saying, what type of weed? We just got into that. Remember Mexican red hair, Bobby? Not? Mexican red hair?
Yeah, I do remember some red hair. I remember wheelchair. But, you know, back in the day, they were always very identifiable by what they looked like, you know?
Mm-hmm. I understand both sides of the weed talk, says Tiffany Washington. Jamaican was the best weed in the 80s, man. Jamaican. So Chunkster says, hey, what are wicks for? I see head shops selling raw brand wicks. I'm not really, you familiar with that, Scott?
If it's what I'm thinking, I had a friend that gets all the. I don't get in all the into all the toys and stuff that goes along with it.
Accessories.
Yeah. And so he had a lighter that had it's just a hemp wick. So your hit is more clean. I'm not the.
Oh, there you go. So like a wick that you can slowly burn, and so you don't have to take a hit of gas or anything. It's a more pure hit.
Right.
Wow, there you go. That sounds like a more you know from Scott. There you go.
Yeah, it's made out of hemp.
Canada has a Jack Hara strain. Jack Hara strain.
Yep, I've had that one.
Have you?
Yep, I remember that name. Yep.
I'm not familiar with that, but I am familiar with Patrick Belmar, who's checking in. He says bones up. Right here in the middle of Perry Talk. And stick around, Patrick, because after I go through Twitter X, I'm going to play you the newest, greatest premiere song of Chris Popke that he gives us these great, unique, one-of-a-kind Perry tracks coming right up, a premiere. Just posted a live X pic, LMFAO, says Mandy Diff. Pecan shouts out to Chunksta. Mandy Diff says, you're not following Corn Diff. What a review. I only fell asleep during a portion of the movie. Patrick Belmar's getting acknowledged by Pecans. I don't understand any of the weed talk, says Not the Bees. Yeah, bro, well, we got dispensaries here, and you kind of have to know, you got to learn some of this lingo and what side of the weed you're on, because, right, back in the day, we didn't have to think Scott and Bobby Nick, right? You just got whatever your dude had. But now, Bobby Nick, I had to educate myself about this, because you can't just walk in the store and just go, oh, just give me something, you know?
Yeah. Give me the fire.
Give me the fire. Perry makes me want to be a better man.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you're inspiring people. That's not a bad thing. Mandy Diff says, yep, raw is what she is using. So she sounds like she's already using that, Scott. She's using that raw. They are to light bowls clean, says Tiffany Washington. We got all the weed heads checking in. Pecan is getting acknowledgement from Stachunksta. Electric Head Gino says Jack Herr is a good strain. I've never had Jack Herr or heard of it, Scott, but you have.
Yeah, and be truthful with you. If it works, it's a good strain. And if it, I just remember the names, not because it was such a particular better one another. I don't know.
Just the name stuck in your head, huh?
Yeah, that name stuck in my head. I can't remember.
JA's checking in Team Sativa. I'm more and more hybrid nowadays because I like the higher percentages of THC, and it seems like the only ones that have high percentages, Scott, for me, are hybrids.
Yeah. I'm leaning toward the indica myself.
I lean toward indica too, and I like indica dominant hybrids. But and plus, back in the day, I told you, Scott, we probably smoke more hybrids than we even realize.
You don't even know. Yeah.
And more sativa or indica, we don't even know. We have no count on it. There are dispensaries here, but I just don't partake in any of it, says Not the Bees. I wasn't too quick to do it too, but after I kind of made the transition from getting it from traditional ways to getting it at these dispensaries, I figured out that I had to educate myself because I want a certain percentage, and I can't just go in there and just go give me something because they got way too many varieties.
Yeah. And I don't really care about all the terps and terpenes or whatever they call it, but
not that deep into that either yet.
Yeah, some people get into it though, and they'll know what kind of terpenes they need and all that. Yep. I don't get into it that deep.
Same terpenes. Yep, absolutely, man. I'm not that deep into
it either. Terpenes.
There are different elements that are in the weed, Bobby Nick, that apparently cannabinoids and different terpenes and things like this. There are additional things that can be measured in cannabis, and they say they might have effects on different parts of your body depending on who the smoker is. So some people like ones with more terps, and some people like them with lower. Some people like less
taste.
Some people don't care. Taste. Jack Herr, I have his book, The Emperor Wears No Clothes, Great History of the Prohibition of Marijuana. Patrick Belmar says, Chocolat, Thai stick is still my favorite strain. I had some Thai stick from when I was when I first started smoking, and somebody got it for me from some heads that they knew. Oh boy, it's breaking poos, folks. We have... That sound means only one thing. It means that Bobby Nick received his poo pick from the one and only Wendy Pack. Bobby Nick, we go to him now to describe said poop and toilet. It's breaking poos with Bobby Nick.
Oh my God. Well, okay, now I gotta let you guys know. I've gotten 2 poo pictures today. One was at 12:36, and now this one is now like a minute ago. So I'm gonna go back to the first one that I got. I'm just seeing these just now.
Oh, Scott's ripping live farts.
Oh
Bob,
my
I'm sorry.
God.
I wish I had a 2-shot on that.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's in Wendy's shit. It's corn. It's gotta be corn.
And then you were with her last night. Did she even eat corn last night, Bobby Nick?
I don't remember, but
funny. I don't remember her eating corn.
There's literally a bunch of corn in her shit.
Oh my God.
I can see it. I can literally see it. It's disgusting. Holy Christ. Once again, it's not in the bowl, but you can see a bunch of the little pieces of corn floating in the water.
They separated.
They separated, Scott. Yeah.
So it's a bit of a pot sticker, but we got a separator today. Well, there you go, folks.
Oh man.
That I told you that sound of horror, man. Only one thing. That was breaking poos. Breaking poos. Wendy sent 2 poop pics of the day. Unprecedented. Justin says, I like high THC indica, always dopey. Thank you, Bobby Nick. Not weed and I don't mix. I either get nauseated, angry, or both. That's interesting, Not the Bees. And we learned about something from our past friend Donkey Kongington called hyperemesis, which is a total thing that I had no idea existed. Hyperemesis. Because people, you can actually smoke too much weed. I never knew that was a thing until my friend says, Donkey Kongington, rest in peace, Donkey Kongington, he reported to us that he smoked so much weed that it actually turned his stomach and made him throw up. So rest in peace, our friend Donkey Kongington. I still think about him on the daily. So let's do a dab or a hit, whatever you do for donks. Another dab dog for dunks. Doo-doo-doom, doom, doom. Another dab dog for dunks. And another dab done, and another dab done. Another dab done for dunk. Hey, gonna dab you too. Another dab done for dunks. Another dab dog for dunks. Oh, Dice Godfrey. Oh, Dice Godfrey. Terry Nee lets us know that my son bought me a one-hitter, fills it every month because I'm not a big user. Just fill her once a month, Scott. That's pretty good.
Damn.
That's how he is. Widow Killer says, my tupping is dirty. Your tupping is dirty? Fuck you, you dirty motherfucker. That is a good old classic Sal Governale bit from the Howard Stern days. My turban is dirty. My turban. He spelled it out phonetically and fuck you, you son of a bitch. He tricked him in the guy into saying that. My turban is dirty. Smell the picture, says the Chunkster.
Oh.
Wendy, smell the picture. It's Wendy shit time.
I don't ever want to smell it. I don't ever want to smell it. God damn it.
Wendy says, Mandy Diff says, this is a visual show, and she puts up the corn. She wants to see the con. Bobby Nick is a brave soul. I don't think he has much of a choice in the matter at this point. Hey, Chief 75. Bobby sits here. He's on all the shows, and he's constantly on the phone saying, hey, who's popping off? Who's sending me links? Who's doing this? And so he's just innocently looking at his phone, and the next thing that comes in is the shit pic from Wendy. So it's Tiff is laughing. Corn from Just a Guess. Matt says that she had corn and onion rings last night, says Matt. She did say she had corn yesterday, Bobby Nick. So we have confirmation.
Oh, did she?
What kind of world do we live in that, number one, we know what come out and we know what she ate last night, that we can make the connection, that we know enough about Wendy that we're tracking what she intook, and then now we're examining and after it came out. This is the world that we're in, folks.
Yes.
And I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Let's see. Mandy Diff is laughing, which is good. Really, Matt? Let's get on through these. Floating is healthy poo, says our boys to Chunksta. I never quite know which ones are the healthy ones or not, guys. They always say, they say it's healthy to go, but I'm not. He says floating is healthy ones. I don't know. Those pot stickers can't be good. Did she chew the corn?
I mean, I'm thinking so. Because it looks like, you know how sometimes the kernels will get refilled with poop and it'll look like a full.
And that's another thing that I understand, because I don't eat corn, but I've heard these crazy stories from corn eating people, and they go, well, how did it even come out like that? I chewed it. How did it come out whole? I know I chewed that corn. So we're not going to get into how corn regenerates itself through your bowels or anything.
I never heard it described that way. That's good.
Sing it, Bobby Nick, and I'll make it. I don't know. Is this a tune to a Heartbreaker or something? Or is it to the Great White North?
Or I don't know.
It's boo 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 boo. It's that. You got to do it, Bobby Nick.
How about we? Oh yeah, I could do that.
He wants you to do it. All right, ready?
Boo, 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 boo. Ooh. Oh my God, that's horrible.
I got the wrong one. All right, I'll give you a second one. Pop, you get ready. Ready?
Okay. Hold on. Boo, 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 boo. I can't get it. I don't know what the.
And your sound's breaking down too.
Oh, is it? Ah, shit. Okay, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna. Let's see.
Everybody's sound's going down when it's like a high note or something. You got to back off your mic, I think.
Okay, let's see. Boo, 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 boo. That's the best I can do. I don't know.
Well, there you go. We tried that enough.
Did that work? I don't know.
Mandy Diff says, I'm definitely questioning my life decisions after we're talking about poo talk all this time. Mandy Diff says, it's called greening out. Why would there be a term for any of that? Tiffany Washington is throwing out the puffs. Justa is having fun with the puffs. Mandy Diff is giving love to Donkey Kongington as we do another dab done for dunks from P. Cunt. Nice pool, Widow Killer. I love dirty turban. My turban is dirty. Miss my donkey says maybe.
Oh.
Oh, I got his seeds that I'm going to grow. I heard Scott ripping one over there.
Yeah.
She has new teeth to chew. Did Wendy get new teeth, Bobby Nick?
No, she has no teeth.
She has no teeth to chew. Is what that's supposed to, right? No.
Yeah, and I asked her, if she ever went to the dentist to get them pulled. Nope, they just rotted out of her head.
Jesus. Perry emojis being utilized by J.A. Patrick Belmar says, if the cob comes out, you got real issues. Kenny, that's terrible. That shit's terrible, Kenny. Nobody should have to get those pics, Kenny. Oh, Kenny. That's better, Bobby, says Pecan. Oh, we got a good call out there. Well, I think maybe they got something that you can print there, Bobby Nick.
I shut my echo cancellation off. So
yeah, that does cause
that's what makes it drop, like the sound drop.
Yep. All right, well, let's continue on here. I noticed that Perry's wearing this. He's wearing the more subtle of the Acura Grand Prix shirts that he wore the other day when he went to the track. This is a little out of context, Perry. This is actually Perry pouring the soy sauce on the fillet of fish because it wasn't just salty enough.
Yeah, now that I swallowed, it's actually not bad.
That's what he said to Randy.
It's actually not bad. Yeah, now that I swallowed, it's actually not bad.
There you go.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, that's what you said to Randy. That's exactly what you said to Randy. Let me see. I got some more here. Let's continue on with Perry talk. Oh, last night, some super chat come in, and once again, like he does many times, he misinterpreted it, and he picked up a certain word or phrase in it, but it wasn't even really the gist of the message. But he ended up making like a kind of public service announcement about this.
F the war.
F the war.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Stop the war everywhere.
What war are we talking about?
There's a Middle Eastern war, there's a Southern war, there's a Northern war, East war, West war, I don't care. It's war is going on all over the place. F the war.
F the war. A simple message from Perry Caravello. He's a peaceful, loving guy. F the war. Yeah, he went off on, it was like part of a thing, and he pulled war. All he concentrated on was the war part. All right, press 1 or 2. I think this is Perry. Oh, this is about destroying the shirts or the certificates or what we're going to get to destroy. And you know how much Perry loves this. So let's continue on here with Perry talk, and let's see what we're destroying this time.
Why don't you destroy your birth certificate, you dumbass?
Tom, we met the crowd source. Letting fans decide. Press 1 if Perry must destroy the Hooters t-shirts and day planner. 2 for the grocery store diploma.
2.
Never either.
Why not?
No one gets my fucking diploma. 1. No one gets my Hooters t-shirt. 2.
Come on.
No one. No one. No one. No one. No one. You all go drop dead. You fucking human waste. Piece of dog shit.
So that's a no?
Destroy this, destroy that. Go fuck off!
Don't you think that's a little much?
No, not at all.
All right, well, you don't think it's much at all. I think it might be the case that maybe just Perry doesn't care. Let's see. A new Chris Popke, original PCL.
Oh, nice.
Perry doesn't care.
I don't care! I don't care! I'm not touching my shirt in any destructive way! Don't do hell! Don't do hell! Don't do hell! Don't do hell! That's how much the shirt is worth to me! You disgusting, sick psychopath! I do not fucking care! Kick my ass!
The newest original Popke jam that you only hear exclusively right here on the Vibe. I said here 3 times. Here, right here on the Vibe. That was a Popke jam. Perry doesn't care, Bobby Nick. You love that because you're a Nirvana fan.
Yeah. Scott, do you feel violated because that was Nirvana?
Yeah, it's all right, man.
Hey, Bobby Nick,
right.
Look, as soon as he gets his guitar in the mail, he's going to be singing all apologies. Watch. He's going to be, hey, Scott, what else should I be? I can do, Scott's like, this ain't that bad. There you go. Yep. Well, I think, Scott, I don't know, maybe you're a little bit like me in that, Nirvana is okay music. It's fine music. I like Nirvana, and I have many Nirvana albums, but it was that kind of band that broke our era of music up, Scott.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's,
hold a grudge
am I
on
sensing
'em.
that a little bit out of you?
Yeah, that's kind of what a lot of it is. I judge them very harshly because they took my
Mm-hmm.
era away from me.
They kind of did. I knew that's kind of what it was because I'm of that kind of same era. But this
But
one
see,
is
that's
called.
the thing, though. Did they? Or
Did
did
they?
something just new something came in, and that's it?
they?
Yeah,
Well, no,
all eras end, new
Yeah.
eras begin. That's just the way it goes. Grunge didn't last that long either. So there you go.
Let's see. Where is it? MPMIPQRS. Somebody's he's trying to set me up. Patrick Belmar knows what's up. He goes because a couple weeks ago, our boy Scott Fitzpatrick, he tried to draw glasses on his face, and then Popke did this. And he always wears sunglasses. Can't see his brows anywhere. Glasses on his face. I shaved my eyebrows once. I looked like the kid from Mask. Glasses on his face. Yes, he did. He did it for Super Chats. Glasses on his face. Get your glasses on his face. Another Popke jam. Bring back 2000 swing. Zoot suit, riot. You want to throw back a bottle of beers to Chunkster? I have some of that. I got some squirrel nut zippers. I got some of that stuff. Look, Scott's laughing like he almost knows that, and he knows enough to laugh about it. Yes. But there you go. I was in that a little bit, that whole kind of a swing little thing. I even went through that. Y&T is greater than Nirvana. He likes summertime girls, says Matt. That like summertime girls. Oh, Patrick Belmar, he got glasses on his face. You set me up, Patrick Belmar, and I'm glad you did. So there you go. We got the new Popke jams. We got old ones. We'll throw a couple more in after we watch this. Tom B to the rescue.
I thought that you broke up with her.
So I'll give you the context of this one. Finally, Tom had enough of Perry holding up the chats. This is a $10 one. So typically, Tom says, anything $10 or more, I'll let Perry read because you paid extra money for that, right? But Tom got so impatient with Perry slowing the show down and bringing it to a stop that finally Tom had to take over in the voice of Perry to speed the show up.
I thought that you broke up with her, liar. Okay, Perry, can you just read it straight through? I'm trying.
Space / space. I don't know what that is. Is that a shake? Reminded me your passenger and killing that.
Okay, I've officially had enough.
See?
I'm gonna read them, Perry. And you're
I'm
just gonna
both
sit
as
there
shit.
and act like- okay, people pay a premium that Perry read, but obviously, drunk Perry reading is torture.
Tony Hawk official PCL. He's not allowed here. Never coming here again. $10. Hey Perry, Juliet crashed while blowing me. I thought that you broke up with her, liar. Okay,
Perry, can you just read it straight through?
I'm trying. Tony Hawk official PCL. $10.
Still got a minute of this to go.
Hey Perry, Juliet crashed while blowing me. Long dash reminded me
Long
of
dash.
you sucking off your passenger and killing that old lady. Go fuck yourself.
He's throwing in the insults, Scott.
You will never be involved in my life again. You can go fuck yourself.
Tony Hawk. That's from Tony Hawk.
Die, bitch, die, bitch, die. Die, die, die. I don't give a fuck about you ever again. You can die.
How'd you fake that coma again? She's taking notes for her insurance scam. Thanks.
Never are you allowed in my house ever again.
That's his Perry.
Thank you for the snowboard, though. You'll never get it back.
You'll never get it back. Perry, oh my God. It was funny. I was watching and Tom B, he finally snapped and lost it. Well, there you go. Tom B as Perry are the best bits. Yeah, he had enough and he's like, I'm going to read it as Perry. He even does the arguing and everything in there. All right, well, we kind of know what's up with that. Thank you, Chris Popke, for that great new song. Let's enjoy some of these other ones because we know he knows that we all know that Perry's sexy.
Sexy.
All these Perry songs are created by the talented Chris Popke.
Wonders what it would be like if Perry had a gash.
Sexy. If he had a gash.
Well, let's pretend that Perry was actually a female made for men.
Sexy.
Sexy. Nope, not interested in anal. But actually, I did have a girl that I did do anal to, and it was weird. That tight hole. Different. She said, enter slowly. I did. And then I came. It was quick.
Oh!
Sexy lady.
But sometimes we don't get sexy Perry, we get the Perry of death. Patrick Bellar says Tom B. Week. He did a 1992 story in the Perry voice, hilarious, and Perry lost it. I remember Tom, doing that once, and he did the whole thing with arguing with in Perry's voice back at it. It was pretty damn funny. I had nothing against metal, just disco. Says Sharon Haynes checking in. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed checking in on Perry Caravello Live. I love having fun with this. I love and appreciate Chris Popke for bringing me original jams like this one. We'll play it one more time. This is the latest. Perry Doesn't Care. Bobby Nick loved it. I hope you guys do too. Check it out. Oh, and then we're going to wrap up Perry Talk. Then we're going to fall into Scott's hole.
Uh-oh.
BS.
I don't care! 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 I'm not touching my shirt in any destructive way! Don't do hell! Don't do hell! Don't do hell! Don't do hell! That's how much the shirt is worth to me! You disgusting, sick psychopath! I do not fucking care! Kick my ass!
Not today, Perry, because we're about to wrap up this segment. This was just our good old in the middle of the day fun talk. It was, matter of fact, it was Perry Talk. Well, that's what we just did. We did Perry Talk. I'm here, hopefully making your guys' days better with my co-host and friends, Bobby Nick from up there in the Great White North, and Scott. He was waiting for his guitar, but we've learned today that it's probably not coming till after the holidays there, Scott.
Yep.
It's definitely a blame Canada situation right here, I think is what we got here, Scott. I mean, turn this off.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, we're here, happy to hear. You'll have fun just the same. So does this mean that the unboxing show will have to be extended until you have to tell Jib now? Did anybody go tell Jib?
It'll have to be postponed.
Yeah,
I should tell Jib.
Yeah, we'll have to
because
tell
he's probably
Jib.
expecting to do a show today, right?
Yeah, he might be. Should told him. You gonna tell him, Bobby Nick?
Yeah, I can tell him.
Okay.
Well, check this. I got an interesting video I want to show right here, and then we're going to move on. We're going to fall in Scott's hole because we got some Cyrex and we got some Tammy. And we have a promise in the chat from Chris Popke of sorts. I think some Tammy songs will be coming soon. Scott,
that'd be pretty cool.
The talented Chris Popke
oh my
has
God!
his own thoughts and wheels turning. He must be hearing something sing-songy. He's getting some inspiration. Yeah. So look forward to some Tammy songs from Chris Popke real soon. But the only way you're going to find out, folks, you got to join us here every day, Monday through Friday, for The Vibe. This is our different kind of fun show. I want to show you this, guys. Halloween ain't going to be for a couple of months yet, but if you want to start growing your pumpkins now into the shape of a face, this might be how you do it. Check out these pumpkins that you can make look like faces and skulls, guys. Watch this.
This pumpkin with a human face wasn't carved after it was harvested. It was grown that way. When the pumpkin was still just a baby, people placed it inside various face-shaped molds. These molds had small holes to allow the pumpkin to breathe. After that, all they had to do was wait for the pumpkin to grow. At this point, many people might wonder, why spend months growing pumpkins like this? Well, it all goes back to square watermelons. A single square watermelon can sell for up to around $200.
$200 for a square watermelon, guys.
So now you know why they grow human-faced pumpkins. These pumpkins are even more expensive than square watermelons. This pumpkin with a human face
I ain't never seen no shit like that. You see that?
That's pretty cool.
So I've seen the whole square watermelon phase, Bobby Nick, and I understand it's a delicacy, and it can be, like they said, they can be quite expensive just because they were like grown, they were limited in their growing or something somehow. Isn't that weird?
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty neat. If you want, you got to start growing it now. If you want, maybe we can get a Perry pumpkin.
Shut the fuck up.
That would be awesome to have like a Perry-shaped pumpkin. I want a. Look, Space Chief said it. We're both thinking the same thing. I want a Perry pumpkin mold. Cool and lucrative, says our friend Patrick Belmar. Trumpkins, what a product. Seashell watermelons coming out soon, says Mandy Diff. So this must be the new craze. I knew of the square watermelon. I have seen that virally online, but I had never seen the faces on there. So I want to share that with you now. But now, why don't we transition a little bit? No, not in a sexual way. And why don't we're going to transition a little bit for another segment. We're going to fall down into Scott's hole. Today on Scott's hole, what you got, Scott? We were talking about this earlier. We're checking in with, I got 2 from Tammy and 1 from Cyrax. Is that all you got for me today?
Yeah. I mean, there was more, but there was more, but these Tammy ones are a little bit longer, so I kind of.
All right. Well, I like it. I got On the Government and Making Bank. Should I play one first? You want to set it up?
See you got the Making Bank one. Just play the I guess the bank one.
Okay. And I think I took the right name this time because I know one's the name of the actual clip, and then the one with the arrow is the related kind of video, or the next one, if you will.
Yeah, this is the right one. What this is she was just sitting there chilling, and somebody, a nice lady, could I guess just knew that she was a person in need, and come to bring her and handed her $10, and then you'll hear Tammy start to tell her why she's sitting there about she found a book and she's got a cure, and then I'll tell you what happened after the video.
So this is just more evidence that kind of people are onto her. We saw that the police tried to do a safety check with her. So there is an awareness of Tammy and that she's out there, and some people, empathetic people, are now approaching her, giving her money, I guess.
Yeah, and you get to see how crazy she is, though, because for that stranger, she just starts bringing out a book and talking about how she's got the cure and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, she's funny. She claims that nobody cares about her, but she don't want people to care about her. She just wants people to kind of sit there and listen, pay attention to her about all these things that she thinks she knows that she needs to protect us from. But the thing I noticed about this one on Prop Master 69, this and other full-length videos, that's Scott's page, is that she has the camera down by the pedals again, Scott.
Yeah, she got the camera down low again, and I cut off the way it ends. It's just going to start crying, and then I cut because she went on for like 15 seconds of crying.
Oh, you can't take that, huh? We can't take that.
You won't see that, but then the next video will pick up after she started.
Now I think this, to me, this shows me that she cares, gives a shit a little bit, Scott, because I think my theory is she puts the camera on the floor because she doesn't want to make it obvious that she's there, like doing lives and shit, right? But she's still,
I'm assuming.
This is my assumption. So let's roll this and let's see what's talking about now about Tammy making bank.
Oh God, you scared the shit out of me.
I'm scared.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. She just seen a dog. She just seen a dog down there. She's about to go nuts over seeing it.
Please help me. Please help.
God bless you.
Give me a waiver. Please.
No, I'm okay.
Please, I'm speaking dog. Please. Please.
I found this book.
Don't leave me.
And we've got
Please don't leave me.
It's got some plants in it that has overran back home, and I can't get no one in the government office to listen. So I came down here and I thought if I came to Washington that they would listen to me.
Whoa.
This book says there's no known cure. Well, I found a cure for it.
Yeah.
Somebody should listen to, at least.
I've never really heard her state a location. I've never heard her say
anything. Yeah, but there is a little bit of because I was under the impression she was in Missouri, but she's talking as she's in Washington there, and I know she didn't make it that far because she's kind of. I don't know if she's fibbing right here.
Yeah, she might be talking about when her first attempts at getting somebody in DC to pay attention, maybe.
Hear me out. But I've been down here for a while, and that's the only reason why.
You're all right, though.
Yeah. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you.
Now, I wonder if this is because they see her on video, if they see her live. So she kind of broke down after that, Scott, a little bit?
Yeah, so what happened is whenever Tammy started talking about how she, the lady was a stranger, she gives her money, and then Tammy starts going into how she's got this book. And so the lady sees that she's got a bit of a head problem, and the lady that gave her money started crying.
Really?
Yeah, for, sympathy, over the Tammy. So that made Tammy start crying. And so now there'll be like she cried for like 20 seconds or something. Damn. And I cut that part out. And so, but the next video will pick up right when she comes out of the crying. She's
all right.
Goes into this,
and she's back on the government again because
right.
it's always these people, man, that think that it's what is it about attention and they always think that the government is the answer. Like I just need like authority or somebody to listen to me to tell. So I'm because I'm wiser than them, or so it's always this whole wisdom thing and nobody's listening thing. So let's see about Tammy. She gonna talk about it.
I'm gonna tell the elite and the fucking government something right now, you motherfuckers. You want to dehumanize people?
Ooh,
you want to make
demoralized
motherfucking failures. You rent your country. You sit and you bash people and you humiliate people till they just fucking want to crawl up their own ass. You make me sick, Trump. You're a fucked up failure.
You might be on something there, Popke. Tammy may be unstable.
I'm gonna tell the elite and the fucking government something right now.
See, the dog ain't complaining now because there ain't no people around. But when people come around, the dog's like, please,
you want to make dumb motherfucking failures. You rent your country. You sit and you bash people and you humiliate people till they just fucking want to crawl up their own ass. You make me sick, Trump. You're a fucked up failure.
There you go. So that's Tammy.
Because see, she came up with that out of nowhere. She come from getting that generous lady, and she cried for 20 seconds, and then blam, right straight into that. That just shows you how she swings, from one side to the other.
Well, I'm no psychiatrist, and
bipolar.
I certainly won't play one on here, but I think that's like a defense mechanism, Scott, to when you start crying and you start really shit starts getting too real and you feel emotional, she triggers that anger on, so she don't have to face those really hard thoughts there, Scott. Like I said, I'm just a nickel psychiatrist. That dog's face, see his face, wasn't it? The dog had desperate. The dog was like, no, please don't leave. No, please don't leave me. Don't. Okay. See, Tammy's dog got PTSD up in here. Yep. And that's half of it, Scott. We know that when you see these people out and, you always see a homeless person, you always feel so much worse for the dog because you're like, if they don't even have it together enough to have a home for themselves, what kind of life is that animal having, right?
Right. And I've gotten to where I've noticed, I've gotten where I pay attention to her dog, and it's always crying. It's always looking like it's sad.
I think I pointed it out to you. I'm like, this dog wants out. This dog is smarter than her, and this dog tried, please, help me. It was a dog day afternoon. Apparently everyone is, Patrick Belmar. All right, I'm going to now we're going to go into Cyrax. Now this is the one with the cop and the whole head scabs thing.
Yeah. Because Cyrax is bald and he's got the head scab, so he's wanting the police officer to look at a video of where Music Biz beat him up.
Okay.
He's wanting to look at the video of it, so he leans in on the cop, and then I kind of zoomed in the best I could on the cop to where you can see his eyes kind of drift up and look at Cyrax's scalp.
Nice. Because he's probably like, what situation? Why is this guy getting so close to me? So we're just having fun, falling down Scott's hole. And we're not just doing this to have fun and sensationalism, but Scott actually really loves and really follows these things that we're showing you. So this is Scott's hole. This is his boy Cyrax, who has, thousands of calls, or how many calls with the last count?
Hundreds, probably 150, 160 that I know of.
So many that we haven't repeated one. These are all individual cop calls, body cam calls to Cyrax.
What's this a video from? From his live stream. I was over here in the corner.
Look at the bugs. You got the bugs in the head. He's got the bugs in the head. Editing them in. But this is almost as bad as Stuttering John, like going, "Hey, those guys over there are talking about me. Can you stop them from talking about me, Scott?" It ain't much like getting like calling people's parents and calling the authorities in. We're here to stream and go back and forth. We're not here to really like dox each other, get in physical fights, and call police. Like, what is? Yes.
And what this is really, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the third time he's called him on the same fight. So he called him the first day, and they came and the cops dealt with it. Well, he didn't like the outcome, so he calls him the next day for the same thing to get a different cop, see if he can get a different. Yeah, and this is like the third,
because he knows that he's in the right, and he's just got to find the right cop to do that.
Right.
Officer Sasso isn't inhabiting Will Sasso. That's a funny dude.
Oh yeah.
Will Sasso, looks exactly like Will Sasso right there.
Good pull right there.
Holy shit.
And I do enjoy my wife. I enjoy it with her. She watches that show he's on right now, Mandy and somebody's first wedding or something, like, or first marriage or something. It's a CBS show that Will Sasso's on right now, and he's really good at it. I love his timing, and he plays that father that just wants to stay out of it and doesn't give a shit. Will Sasso, great pool right there. And Scott, notice the eye glare from Officer Sasso right here.
Yeah,
because his eyes are currently right now. He just noticed, he's like, something is fucked up about this boy's skull. He's looking at it right now, Officer Sasso. Thanks for watching. Boy, Cyrax is trying to get fans one cop at a time, isn't he? He's like he just gathers people. I mean, hey, come watch my stream and come what went down on all these lives. He's just trying to get people into the internet.
That screaming here is Cyrax getting his ass beat.
Is it?
Oh, no.
In the video. Okay.
Yeah, there's video of it.
I was over here in the corner.
There's the eye shift. He's looking.
Oh my God.
That was Cyrax crying like a bitch on the end of that. Oh my God. So, and then he's just playing it for a cop, just trying to get a charge on somebody. See, that is no way I would ever want to be involved in any of this podcasting. I mean, that's just bringing like real life drama and that's crazy, man. Police. That fucking scream, says Matt. He liked that fucking scream. Well, there you go. Well, I'm pretty sure that's all a 3 videos we got today. And it sounds like there's going to be a theme coming soon from Chris Popke. That was Down in Scott's Hole. Feeling so small. Down in Scott's Hole right here on the Vibe. I'm going to check that off the little list that we do here on the Vibe, Scott's Hole. And we're going to continue on having fun here on the Vibe in the middle of the day. I'll be joining you tonight. This is my first of 2 shows today. I'll be hanging out with you 10 o'clock tonight on Replayables. You know what's up. Let me see. I'm going to show you a couple things. Oh, I want to show you this video right here. And I want to thank, I believe it was the lovely Space Nerd that sent me this, along with a slew of juicy man meat. Holy shit. I got inundated by Space Nerd with the juicy man meat, so I'm going to have to do juicy man meat and bricked up for the ladies and the guys or whoever enjoys that. And she also kind of had to look at the videos. She kind of threw this one in, guys, so I thought this was cool. Check out the thought that must have went into this. This was like you get your wiener to your grill.
Wayward wiener.
Bobby Nick, I've had that one for a while too.
Yeah. Wayward wiener.
Bobby knows that clip right there. It was Wayward Wiener right there.
That was back from the TGB days. Holy shit.
You're right, Bobby Nick. That's deep. That's a deep cut on my mixers over here. On all my little sound thing. I'm like, wait a minute. I said wiener and I said Wayward Wiener. And I'm like, I got that.
Wayward Wiener.
Bobby Nick always dropping some shit in here. Bobby, and then this was like the latest classic from Bobby Nick.
I got deep butt cheeks.
Ain't no AI over here. This shit comes right off the dome, right out the mouth. A Rube Goldberg wiener machine. Yeah, where one thing clicks off the other thing. Yeah, a Rube Goldberg wiener machine. That's awesome. Scott's hole is deeper than Mel's hole, says our friend Patrick Belmar. That fucking screen. We got that earlier. Well, I hope you like that. That
Wayward Wiener.
Well, why don't we go check the National Day calendar and see what kind of crazy events are supposed to be today with a National Day. Hey.
3, 2, 1.
Folks, I'll remind you again that today is Thursday. We're almost at the end of another week. Let me take Scott's hold down and change it to the National Day Hey Hey. So yeah, it's Thursday. So we like to check the National Day calendar. It is Thursday, April 17th. We're almost here at the end of the week. There's the date. I'll put it up. So let's check the National Day calendar and we'll see if there's any fun ones to talk about today on Thursday, April 17th. And Thursday, that just reminds me, we'll do the plugs later on. That just reminds me that tonight is No Filter Thursday. So we may have a little Andrew sighting tonight. Well, we'll talk about that at the end of the show. But on April 17th, on the National Day calendar, today is National Crawfish Day. Now, that's a seafood, and I know you guys don't even like it because you guys are surf guys. Now, I have never had crawfish, but they are just like tiny little lobsters, like kind of little crustaceans. I've never had crawfish, and I understand they boil them. And I'm used to steamed seafood here.
Vegetables?
Yeah, Bobby Nick. Wow. Can't believe that statement ever came out of my mouth. National High Five Day is today, or the third Thursday in April. It's all National Cheese Ball Day. I didn't even know that was a thing. National Haiku Poetry Day. National Ellis Island Family History Day. Get to Know Your Customers Day, the end of each quarter. So we have a lot of them today, guys, but I'm going to start with National Crawfish Day. Whoo, boy, there's a fish boil. Now, I understand, like I said, this is a Louisiana Southern thing. These crawfish and crawdaddies. The Cajun Cuisine, Patrick Belmar, is checking in with that kind of a flourish on your name. Mel's Hole, Coast to Coast AM. There we go. Cajun Cuisine. I like crawfish, not strong flavor. Like I said, I understand that they put the crawfish, they throw the corn and all kind of other shit in a pot and they boil it, guys. But I'm used to stuff being steamed and not having all that moisture in it. But on National Crawfish Day, on April 17th, it celebrates one of the South's most iconic foods. Each year, the mud bug brings out not only a desire for newspaper-covered picnic tables, but a language all its own. Whoo, boy, they won them us, I guarantee. What's that?
You call it a mud bug and still eat it? How? I don't know.
Yeah, buddy. Well, I mean, crabs, they call crabs essentially, they're like the rats of the sea or the ocean because they're bottom feeders, bro. They just, whatever falls down to them, that's what they eat. So I guess that's why they're called mud bugs. BF likes, the only way, right, that's the Chunks that knows me very well. BF only likes his corn in syrup form. That's right. That's right. I like maybe popcorn, maybe some sugar corn pops or some cereal, some popcorn cereal. I do eat that kind of corn, but it's the Chunks that I like when my people know me well. Gumbo, says Patrick Belmar, checking in with his Cajun favorite. A crag is similar to crustaceans. Oh my. Bottom feeders they all are, says Jerry Lahane. It says, a smaller freshwater cousin to the lobster, crawfish provide a unique flavor to many homegrown southern dishes. Baked or boiled, crawfish is usually seasoned with a distinctive brand of southern heat. One particular popular way to serve crawfish is a boil, with paper towels required. If you've never been to a crawfish boil, you don't understand the meaning of digging into your food. An unbridled desire overcomes you as the aroma hits you to devour a massive pile of corn, potatoes, and sausage. And then let's not forget a variety of shellfish that goes by the names such as, Bob, you're going to love these names, ditch bugs, crayfish, crawdad, crawl pappy, and among other names for amusement, they call them, Bobby Nick.
Ditch bugs? Jesus Christ. I could never, ever eat something that, oh, hey, here, have some ditch bugs. No, thank you. No fucking thank you.
Popke says that you have to de-shit all crustacean. That's the more you know from Popke. Cajun and Creole are styles of gumbo, says our friend Patrick Belmar. I used Old Bay seasoning, says Jerry Lahane. I use that shit on everything, much like Frank's Red Hot sauce. I put it on fries. I put it on chicken, as well as my crabs. Jerry Lahane's a cocktail sauce guy on National Crawfish Day. So you know how to observe it. Get yourself some crawfish if you like them. It's not my cup of tea, but it might be yours. So let's keep going on the National Day. Hey. National High Five Day. That seems simple enough. On that, each year, on the third Thursday, we observe National High Five Day. This is a fun day where you can high five everyone you see. High five, high five. Folklore fills the hallowed halls of sports stadiums concerning the origins of the high five. And I've heard a couple stories linked to what first athlete might have done this. From the basketball to the volleyball court to the baseball stadium, the sports metaphor has been well worn on this topic. The two most well-known claims take place in less than a 2-year time span. During the last 1977 regular season Dodgers game, Dusty Baker hit a home run that made the team the first in the history to have 4 players with at least 30 regular season home runs each. As Baker rounded third and headed home, Glenn Burke waited at home plate to congratulate him. In a moment that Dodgers history but was never televised, Burke greeted his teammate by raising his hand as they slapped hands in a victorious high five. But during basketball's 1978-79 season, the University of Louisville basketball team switched up their regular low fives with a home court thanks to Wiley Brown and Derek Smith. Out of all the triumphant sports gestures, such as the fist bump, the fanny slap, the fist pump, end zone dance, and chest bump, the high five stands in a class all its own. Who let you down here, dog? I left my dog upstairs because of all the jingles yesterday. I guess my wife let her down here. Got down with my wife. Let's see. So it's National High Five Day, guys. How started butt slapping?
I never thought about when high fives might have started, but I do remember hearing that Dusty story, and I would have thought it'd been around a lot longer than that, really.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was such a modern thing, or never really pondered it until I heard some arguments or disagreements over the origin of it, Scott. Same here. So Chunksta says, we rename, what does it say? Okay, we rename shit like the Patagonian toothfish, now called the Chilean sea bass. Who the fuck wants to eat a toothfish? Yeah, that's right. They have renamed. I mean, they call carp something else too now, don't they, Scott? I think they have another fancy name for carp. I think, or yeah,
we just call them trash fish around here.
Trash fish. All right, let's continue on. Let's see if there's any more worthy. How about what is Cheese Ball Day? You guys ever partake in cheese in a ball form?
No, I mean
I can't say.
I never would try it.
Yeah,
I mean, I would try it. I would definitely try it.
It always looks like this whenever I see a cheese ball. It always has these sesame seeds.
It's always kind of nuts.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, but I would still give it a try.
Well, today's your day to do it, Bobby Nichols. On April 17th, it kicks off National Cheese Ball Day, and it recognizes a party food that can sometimes be the centerpiece of a spread. You can choose from 2 ways to celebrate too, or plan your party and serve both. What does it say? A cheese spread. Look at how they have the word a cheese all together as one word. A cheese.
A cheese.
A cheese.
A cheese.
A cheese spread comes in the shape of a ball served with crackers, most often around Christmas in the United States. That is when I kind of notice them more. The cheese ball is commonly made with softened cream cheese and other ingredients. But cheesy puffs, ma'am, I want my cheesy puffs, ma'am. Cheese puffs are a puff corn snack coated with mixture of cheese or cheese flavored powders. Cheese puffs are manufactured by extruding heated corn dough through a die that forms the popular shape. So there you go, guys. It's a cheese ball day. Your cheesy do. Whatever way you like them, it's a cheesy kind of day.
Yeah, the cheese puffs. I love cheese puffs. Those are fucking awesome.
Ma'am, I want my cheesy puffs, ma'am. You guys eat like children. Expand your horizons. Never, Popkey, never. If I'm not doing it by this age, it ain't happening, buddy. I'm too old and stubborn at this point. A cheddar cheese ball spread. Well, there you go. Oh, Scott ripping. Oh, look at this. And this is why we call him the prop master. He's eating cheesy ass popcorn. Cheesy poofs right there.
Cheese
popcorn.
poofs. Yeah.
There you go. That's why we call him the prop master. Lest anyone ever doubt or question why we call Scott the prop master. I just noticed you're in your layout behind you. You're holding up a Twinkie or something.
Yeah,
Twinkies.
I remember.
Whenever I took that picture, it went out. If you remember, Hostess was going out of business for a minute or something.
Yeah.
And that was the last Twinkie. So I took that was my first selfie pose with my last Twinkie that I thought was going to be.
I remember the whole when everybody thought that the Twinkie was going the way of the covered wagon or whatever. Everybody thought, I'm like, there's no way that the Twinkie's going to go away. Somebody's going to buy it up. But we had that long period of uncertainty where people were buying them off of eBay and saying like rest in peace to the Twinkie. And we were kind of intrigued. And you had that pack of Twinkies, didn't you? You had some.
Yeah,
those.
Yep. I had my I thought was going to be my last Twinkie.
And
that was my first selfie. I was also new to Facebook. That's kind of an old picture, of course.
You guys just had to come over to fucking Canada. We always had Twinkies.
There was never a threat up there, huh, Bobby Nick? They didn't threaten you like they threatened us. They threatened to take our Twinkies away, Bobby Nick, and people went crazy. People buying all stale ones up on eBay and stuff like that. And then Scott happened to have those. That was around that time that you had Twinkies when a lot of people didn't.
Right.
Once again, the prop master. Flaming hot cheesy poofs are the best, says Not the Beast checking in. Holiday cheese balls I've seen, tasted, not late April. Odd timing though, says Patrick Belmar. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that is
Patrick.
weird. They say it's more of a Christmas thing, but they're doing it now. What the fuck?
And because I don't eat them, I didn't really ponder it. But yeah, now that I think of it, that is one of those things you see in the grocery store, like when you see the butter that's shaped like a turkey or like a Santa Claus or whatever seasonal thing it is. That's when you see that kind of stuff. I call him the snack master. He's always got some snacks, says Not the Bees. Well, that could be a little more accurate. That's probably a more fair. Oh, wait a minute. He's got the Uncrustables. Hey, yeah,
he loves
bro.
them Uncrustables. Goddamn.
I'm telling you, between Uncrustables and the pouches, I don't know what he likes more there. I don't know what he likes more. Let me see.
I've gained back all the weight I lost over the summer.
Well, Bobby, I'm not sure if you were here when we did this real quick yesterday, but it's a good time to play it again since we're talking about it. And this is for my heads out there. If you want to mix two things that you love, I think Scott likes this. This is a weed infused Uncrustable. Ooh. Uncrustable. It says hash rosin infused Uncrustable right there. And man, if Scott likes Uncrustables, he's got to like that one a lot more. Even more.
I'd like to try that.
There you go. Tiffany says again, you're welcome, because she sent that my way. Yeah, I said Santa butter because they got them all the different Christmas shapes, and you can slice Santa's head off and just take the butter off. They shape them like, turkeys and all that shit. That's what the stores do near me. All right, well, what are we getting on to here? We are at 2:44, and I know that a lot of people are probably tuning in for them, and I know that my friend Space Nerd filled up my box with them. So we're going to do our sexy segments to finish up this show. It's Thursday Vibe. I'm going to play there. It's ladies first. We're going to get into it. Here comes their Juicy Man Meat.
Hey, yeah, it's time to rock, ladies, feel the heat. Juicy Man Meat. BFF's it the most, that's no lie. We hit a party time and amplify. Juicy Man Meat. Juicy Man Meat. Girls, get your straight. Yes, it's true. Get the party started. It's just for you.
Right, we're coming in the home stretch of the Vibe 289. That's what you are watching and or listening to, and you can enjoy this show today on my YouTube of the same name, BF Live The Vibe, on Rumble, BF Live The Vibe, and my Facebook. If you could hook a brother up with a like, share, subscribe on your way in or out, I would certainly appreciate that. But right now, it is the time for our ladies segment right here on The Vibe, because we do something for the ladies, we do something for the guys, and maybe for the gay men too. This is your Juicy Man Meat, ladies and guys. So here we go. Here comes your first piece today. Welcome anybody here that's here for this new this segment here. Welcome to the family. This is your first piece. That's just for the ladies or your Juicy Man Meat. You can't just say, yeah, you know the rules here on The Vibe. You're a member. So you can either throw out the Juicy Man Meat emojis 1 through 5, depending on how much you like them, or you can do like Space Nerd does and do them the Perry ratings of through 10 and a star rating. But that was your first piece of Juicy Man Meat. Whoever likes that. I don't like it. I do this segment under protest, but I do it because I have some great people that are part of this chat family. So on we go for your next piece. That's not for me, and it's not for those other guys. This is your Juicy Man Meat, ladies. Here we go. Here we go. Don't shoot the messenger. If you don't like what's being shown here, you can affect this segment by sending me your stuff at bflive420@gmail.com. If you don't like what you're seeing, bflive420@gmail. All right, that's enough because guys, if you think I'm lying, Space Nerd is currently sending me more S-Popkey. She's filling my box with more of this content. That's not for me. This is our Juicy Man Meat. During the live show, she's actually filling more up. So you guys got to keep up. BF Live 420. I'm highly heterosexual, so I keep up with it. But I need some help from my guys. There we go. Here's your next piece. Oh, I think these are repeating, ladies. But like I said, don't shoot the messenger because you guys submit this stuff. And I don't always see that I have repeats in here. But here comes another one. You let me know if this is a repeat or not. I don't know, but here comes your third piece of Juicy Man Meat, ladies. Here you go.
Baby, come over here. Don't tell me what I want to hear.
What you got?
Give me love and that'll drive me
Is that a
wild.
repeat too? Is that a repeat too, Scott? Oh, he don't even know.
I think I recognize that dude.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I want you to stay for a while, but hey, baby, Come over here.
I got deep butt cheeks.
Don't tell me what I want to hear.
I love Cowboys. Well, I didn't even say that. My lips ain't even moving. I love Cowboys. Well, Tiffany says I'm repeating all of them. I must have. I thought I moved my cursor yesterday, so I would know that to show you the fresh juicy man meat. What the hell happened here? Juicy man meat. I'm at the right place. Let me see.
I remember seeing the first one yesterday.
Yeah, and I thought that was the only one. I thought that maybe I kind of didn't put my marker in the right spot. Let me slide down. And like I said, don't shoot the messenger, ladies. Sometimes the ladies do send me repeats, though. Let me see. Well, that's a repeat. That's definitely a repeat because I enjoyed that one a lot of times. I didn't.
We knew it. We knew it.
I love Cowboys. I didn't even say that. Let me see. Check my next one. All right. Well, I don't think I showed this one, but you guys, ladies, let me know. Here comes another one. Here you goes, ladies and guys. This is your, maybe it's a not repeat, juicy man meat.
Over, I keep going over the world with you.
Why they always got the music in them? I got to clean these things up after the fact. Man, they're playing Frank Sinatra with this stuff. Behave. 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 I know I didn't play this afternoon. All right, that's enough. Hey, and while I'm thinking about it, I want to shout out my comedian friend, Tom Dreesen, who was a guest here on The Vibe. He is the comedian, the touring comedian for Frank Sinatra that opened up, well, for him for many a years during when Frank Sinatra was still alive, touring all around the country and around the world. And he was a guest on the show. I recently re-released a short of him with a great message from Frank Sinatra, and it's drawn a lot of people to the show, a lot of interest. So I want to just welcome anybody that might be watching because of that. And shout out Mr. Dreesen, because I've seen him popping up on Facebook recently. So shout out comedian Tom Dreesen. Thank you for being a guest here on The Vibe. I don't know how much he would like this segment, guys, because I don't know if I was doing Juicy Man Meat when I interviewed Mr. Tom Dreesen. I don't know, but here we go. Live at the Outpost. Yeah, that is true. I did forget to play that. Let's see. Oh, wait, hang on, what is that? Oh, here we go. All right, Patrick Belmont, I'll let it play while I play the last piece that's just for the ladies. This is their Juicy Man Meat.
Cut. Shoot him up. Cut.
I can play this. I ain't got to worry about no copyright.
Cut. Right. Cut.
There you go.
Cut.
Washing his wife.
Cut. Shoot him up. Cut. 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 Get it out to a cowboy man. He thought I love you hard as he said. Get it out to a cowboy man. He thought I
Washing his boyfriend's bike.
hard as he said. Nothing and arms and nested and charm to keep all the ladies way off.
All right, that's Bob and Perry. Bob singing his Life at the Outpost. Let me show you one more piece, ladies, since I was repeating and I didn't move my cursor right. I will show one more because I don't need protest letters from the ladies. But what I need is the guys to keep up with the ladies sending me some stuff. This is your last piece, ladies. And then we're going to get on with the show. This is your last piece for Thursday of Juicy Man Meat.
Straight from the underworld, coming from the underground. Motherfuckers better watch out from the mail house. I never been the motherfucking game that you all down.
Uh-oh. Trying to keep up. I think this is from Stacy's gym.
Motherfuckers better watch out from the mail house. I never been the motherfucking game that you all down. Risen up the purgatory, but you done now. Fast, busy, minimal punishment. Boy, you better recognize who you fuck around with. Only fought a couple times, I never busted any cross, but that don't mean no more. Put you in the coffin. Walking around with the news, so we're fucking 22. Wanna see you as a person, get the poppin'. I can't stand a fucking artist who can't get it on their own. Taking handles like a bum who is jobless. Clickety clap with the Glock, did you think?
All right, there you go. I don't want to keep playing that music again.
That was just a bunch of gay. Whole
lot of gay. One way or the other, whole lot of gay. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, but we're going to get on with it. That was Thursday's edition of your Juicy Man Meat.
Hey, yeah, it's time to rock, ladies, feel the heat. Juicy Man Meat.
fuck yeah. As we start to wind down, we're not winding down the day entirely because we got some shows that we're going to be doing tonight where you can see Bobby, Nick, and Scott after this show today. And then after that show is done, you can see me after that. So we got you covered in the middle of the day, the early part of the day, the middle of the day, early even, and then late at night, we got you covered. So we're going to come back and give you all the plugs for all of that right after we do all this. Let's have a little musical interlude. This is from our boy Synth Pop Troubadour, the Hoya guy. Let's get a Hoya going. Let's get a new song from Synth Pop Troubadour. Once again, mixed in with the space nerd stuff. Matt says more war rack and less gay stuff on BF Live. All right, well, I can't do more war rack right now. But I can do the less gay part because it's our turn, guys. Let's get less gay. Let's get bricked up.
Keep cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Charging through the day like a queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Fixing up the world, I'm watching her thrive. See after pushing and meet you, that's clear. But I'm in for the view, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, bring me up.
As the numbers pick up, because everybody knows that we get extra sexy as we wind down BF Live. I kind of tease you with it the whole show. I hope you enjoyed everything before these segments. We had the ladies first, and now it's time for the fellas to get semis together and get bricked up while we make our way right to the top of the hour, and we're going to come back with our plugs. Here's our first piece, boys. Let's get bricked up.
ITBOY BBNO dollar sign. That's right. That's me.
I can deal with that.
I'm telling you, D. I'm telling you, this material and whoever invented this, that
TBOY BBNO dollar sign. That's me. That's right. That's me.
Sequin helmet sells it. It does. Hammer time.
BBNO dollar sign. That's me. That's right.
All right. You hate the female segment? All right, here we go.
He wants more Christianity, I think.
That's the way I interpreted it, Bobby. Nick, I'm not sure that's what they meant, but it's certainly the way I interpret it. Well, that's okay. You know, we all got to sit through other people's stuff. Oh, I love cowgirl.
Scott crying? Is Scott crying over that?
I'm just clearing my eyes. Just
that ass brought a tear to his eye, didn't it, Bobby Nick?
It's like an onion.
I love cowboys. I didn't even say that. My lips weren't even moving. But I love the 26 people that are here at 3 minutes to the top of the hour as we're finishing up this episode of The Vibe. Matt replaced both, says. Bricked up, says Patrick Belmar. Oh, arrived just in time. No, you missed the guys. He missed the guys segment, but I got one for you, Tyranny. I got bricked up as we wind down this episode. Here we go. 26 of you, the numbers are picking up. So I like that. I like that everybody's interested in not only the guys, but into the girls. Look at this. Damn.
What are you looking at?
That ass.
Yeah, where are you, Bobby Nick? What do you think I'm looking at?
Oh, damn. Look at that booty.
What are you looking at?
Holy shit. Like 3D or something.
Damn. I like to put 1D.
What are you looking at?
1D is all it takes, Bob. 1D.
Right in between them cheeks. Oh, yeah.
All right, there you go. Damn.
Now, she's got some deep butt cheeks.
Whoa,
hell yeah.
We need a she.
I got deep butt cheeks.
You've been saying that a lot lately, and she has deep butt cheeks. I have, but she has. Everything's bigger than tits. This says Patrick Belmar. That would be rough at 45. Tyranny, what do you got? Catch it while it's young, buddy. Arrive just in time. Please be rough at 45. Well, let's continue on here, guys, with the vibe. But was that piece number 2? I'm mistaken. So I think I owe us piece number 3. Oh, the next one, and this one has a little A little extra entertainment going with it, guys. As we wind down this episode of The Vibe, 26 of you in here. Could you hook up a brother with a like, share, subscribe, and please come back every day and enjoy The Vibe. Just the female one, not the bees? Just the female one, or just all the sexy stuff?
Sing to me anytime. More than that on you, baby.
She's very talented, says Chris Bopke. Well, that's okay, my friend, not the bees. I understand that not everybody likes it. I'm glad that my boys sit through it and all, but it kind of just started in a humorous way that the ladies complained because they noticed that because of my high level of heterosexuality, I include the bikini report, a lot of sexy stuff, and they were like, "Hey, what about us ladies over here?" And I love the ladies, and I'm always wanting to keep people happy, so we kind of do these segments at the end of the show. 10.10 on that arse. She's very talented, says Popke, as we continue on, and it is 3 o'clock, so we're likely going to end up in Overvibe. But hang tight, not the bees. I only got one more selection left, and then we're going to come back and tell you what other fun that isn't these segments that you can have fun with us later on, Patrick. But not the bees. I had two people in my brain, not the bees. Here we go. Here's our last piece, guys. Then we're going to come back with plugs and finish up this episode. Whoop, I gotta free up the music. Here we go. How does it feel? How does it feel to treat me like you do? Feel something like this. All right, guys. There we go. And with that, we're just going to wrap up this segment. We're just always looking for some fun way to interest people and keep them entertained. And I hope that segment did exactly that for you guys. We'll do it again on another day, but that was today's Bricked Up.
Keep cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Trying to do the day like a queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Fixing up the world, I'm watching her thrive. See after pushing and meet you, that's clear. But I'm in full of view, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, bring me up.
And with that, I'm spent. 3+ hours of live original content. Some of you like some of the segments, some of you didn't like some of the other ones, but that's okay, folks. I hope you enjoyed yourself overall for this 3+ hours that we do here every day, Monday through Friday. This has been the Vibe Stream Show 289.
Can't please everybody, Bobby Fran. That's the thing. You can't please everybody.
You can't please everybody, but much got to please yourself. Hot for teacher, says Patrick Belmar on that last one. I hope everybody enjoyed that. No, I appreciate the honest feedback, because the honest feedback is kind of what led us to doing kind of these segments and all. And I know not everything's for everybody, but we had fun just the same, because in 3 hours, if you hang around long enough, we'll eventually stumble over something that you do enjoy. But I hope you come back here every day to do it. But before you do that, I'm going to let these guys tell you what they're doing later on tonight, and I'm going to come in behind them. Scott, any last words you'd like to say, buddy, and tell everybody where you're going to be later on tonight, because it's Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. So tonight we'll probably be able to catch up a little more with Andrew on No Filter.
Yeah.
Andrew and friends at No Filter Andrew at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And then also on Fridays, Mondays, and Wednesdays, the Lunatic Lounge on Bobby Nick's channel at Bobby Nick 1978.
There you go.
At 7 o'clock Eastern time.
There you go. And Scott, no guitar, no spontaneous guitar show, because as Stormy warned us or let us know, she was keeping that track with the live tracking, and it's likely not coming until probably after Easter. But Scott, I hope you get that soon, and I hope you get to enjoy that, my friend. Thank you for always coming here and help me out on the Vibe. Now, this next guy, he's going to tell you about the shows that at least the ones he knows about coming up tonight. Bobby Nick, what you got to say, buddy?
Well, I think Wendy has booked me for a show, probably directly after this show. So I might be doing that. And then tonight, like Scott said, we're going to catch up with Andrew again in Florida. His second No Filter show in Florida, 7 p.m. Eastern. No Florida. No Florida.
So
Jesus Christ.
No Florida with Andrew and Filter.
With Andrew and friends. 7 p.m. Eastern. And then tomorrow, like Scott said, the Lunatic Lounge. Golly knows what's going to be going on there, but that's at Bobby Nick 1978. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then Saturday, I will be in the lounge. Yes, I do a music show, guys. And for the low, low price of $1, you can see your music video request on my show. So go over to rumble.com/The Bobby Nick Show and subscribe.
There you go.
Oh, well, you know what else? I want to thank Not the Bees. He told me he gave me $3 on Rumble the other day, and he said I was the first super chat Rumble rant, whatever, that he ever gave. So,
that's very nice.
I mean, yeah, he chose me. He said that my show was worthy enough, you know.
That is very nice. I'm always pleased when somebody says this is the first time I've ever that you motivated me to give my first dollars ever. That is a high compliment, Bobby Nick. So I'm glad you got that over there on the lounge. I stopped in for a bit yesterday when you were through a couple chats.
Seen it. Yeah.
You can throw up the Rumble rants now. Is that something new, or were you using
I was using StreamYard before, but now I got Eevee Mux, and you could throw up Rumble rants now.
I noticed you were throwing Rumble rants up, so it was a lot of fun. He was playing music. He played Sepultura, I believe it was, for Space Cheap 75. Was that? Do I have that right?
That is
there you
true.
go. So you'll hear everything from Tony Orlando and Dawn to Sepultura, but you won't hear any of it if you don't check in with the lounge when Bobby Nick does it during the week, and he knows he's going to be doing it, like 2 o'clock on Saturday is what your normal time is, right?
That's right.
2 o'clock Eastern time. Now, as far as me, I'm not even done having fun with you folks. We got this show. We did a couple over 3 hours with you, right? You're going to hang out with Bobby Nick and Scott and Andrew and Stormy and all the gang over there on No Filter at 7 p.m. tonight. No Filter with Andrew and friends. And the timing works out just perfectly that when they're wrapping up kind of No Filter at 10 p.m. East tonight, you can come over and watch Replayables on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel. That's where we drink, smoke, laugh, and joke. We spin the wheel. And then after a half hour, we go Rumble exclusive. I play the party music DJ sets, and the fun and the amps get turned up. And it's not a lie, because Terry Nee, he does just like he's doing here with the most generous $2 super chat and says, Bobby Nick won't play my songs.
Well, when they're 45 minutes long, God damn it, Terry Nee, you can't do that. Jeez.
What did he want? Does he want Hocus Pocus by Focus?
I can't remember what the fuck it was, but it was.
That's a long song, Terry Nee. I know you know that one. Play Hocus Pocus by Focus. That song, Hocus Pocus by Focus.
I did play a 15-minute version of, what the fuck was it? God damn it, I can't remember the rap song.
I'm too sexy.
Hip it to the hip, it to the hip.
Oh, the Rapper's Delight. Yeah, that's right.
That one.
The original Rapper's Delight is like a
15 it's like fucking minutes.
15 minute song. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I probably know every word of it because that was my era. There you go. Well, there you go. Terry Nee, thank you, buddy. He makes requests over here. I let Bobby know what song it is, and I keep the money. I like this arrangement. Thank you.
That's right. It was Jethro Tull. It was Jethro Tull, Terry Nee says.
Whoa. Do-do, boo-do, do-do-do. Sepultura says, our friend Space Chief 75 checking in. I was watching, brother. So if you want to have fun with music videos and just hanging out with the same great chat family, but maybe learning more about their musical styles and learning about some songs like you never heard of, you got to check out The Lounge with Bobby Nick. But tonight it is my dog. It is No Filter Thursday. That my dog is calling me, guys. So yes, it is No Filter Thursday. It is 7 o'clock tonight, and at 10 p.m. East, please join me and Chris Abels and Shawnee on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel for Replayables. I stopped to comment Hocus Pocus by Focus, the Yodel Rock. Oh, there you go. Did you do that one? Hocus Pocus by Focus? There you go. I just came out off the dome. All right, well, Scott's got the jacket ready. My dog, if it had a jacket, it would be putting it on, but it does the jingles to let me know that it's ready to go. So for Scott Fitzpatrick, for Bobby Nick, and all of you great chat family, I hope you enjoyed your Thursday, but we're not done, folks. Hang out with No Filter with Andrew and Friends at 7 p.m. East. And after you're done, hang out on the 100 Proof Podcasting with me and Chris Abels for Replayables. For Bobby, for Scott, and all the great chat family, hope you have a great rest of your Thursday. Come back tomorrow. We wrap up the week here on The Vibe and be here every day, 12 to 3. Peace and love. It's not bye, folks. It's just bye for now. And we'll see you the next time we see you right here on The Vibe.
Bye.
Bye for now. Peace and love.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Jackie Mason.
Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.